Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Corning Sports Report's live coverage of Corning Bobcat football. Guys, we're here tonight in Lawrence County on the campus of Walnut Ridge High School in Walnut Ridge, Arkansas for a Conference 3A3 football action tonight. Some Friday night lights. We cannot wait to get started. I'm your host, your play-by-play commentator, Andy Earls. I'll have a fellow color analysis joining me here in just a little bit. I've got some staffers here already. My director, Colton Ladyman, here. My hero cam guy, Ricky Betts. My sister, Desi Earls, on the Mountain Man cam. Old Man River Tim Earls will be running the camera down the ground. And Andrew, my little sister's boyfriend, he'll be running the camera on the ground as well. So good staff here tonight. Very excited about that. Also very excited about this game. We'll dive into a lot of stuff about this game here in just a little bit. Big conference game. Always a big game between Corning and Walnut Ridge, it seems like. Back in the days it was, and here lately it has been too. We'll dive into all of that here in just a little bit. But right now we've got to pay some bills. Got to pay some bills first. So we thank you to all of our sponsors. We had several of them this year during a crazy global pandemic kind of year, and you guys rock. There's a lot of places aren't getting the kind of sponsors we are, and we're so thankful for it, and that's what's able to give us all this equipment to pay these guys to come up here and do this and for us to travel the way we do. So thank you, guys. We really appreciate it, guys. We'll be right back after these words from our sponsors.
Corning Sports Report would like to take this time to thank Cotter Cox Seeds out of Noble, Arkansas. Mr. Michael Smith and Cotter Cox Seed are proud supporters of Corning Bobcat Athletics and the city of Corning. Cotter Cox Seeds. A special thanks to WOOLARD Flying Service out of Corning, Arkansas for supporting Bobcat Athletics. Matt Wooler would like to wish the Corning Bobcats the best of luck this season and also remind them that the sky is the limit. WOOLARD Flying Service, 870-857-3839. Wiedemann Farms, 561 County Road 131 in Corning, Arkansas. Wiedemann Farms has been serving the Corning community since 1978. Larry and Mary Wiedemann are proud supporters of not only the city of Corning, but of Corning Bobcat Athletics. Wiedemann Farms, go Cats. Corning Sports Report would like to give a shout out to Watson Oil Company for their continued support of Corning Bobcat Athletics. Locally owned, locally operated. Kelly and Chad Watson would like to wish the Corning Bobcats the best of luck on the upcoming season. Watson Oil Company, 406 Southeast 1st Street, Corning, Arkansas, 870-857-0006. A special thanks to Solace Grain Bins and S&L Irrigation on their sponsorship. Whether it's grain bins, wells, pumps, underground pipe, or any service of that nature, Solace Grain Bins and S&L Irrigation will take care of you. Rhonda and Jerry Solace would like to wish the Bobcats the best of luck on the upcoming season. Red Taylor Ford, locally owned and operated by the Taylor family since 1977. Their company has been an integral part of the Corning community since their beginning, participating and or donating to basically every major community project to come before them. They have a top-notch service department with master certified technicians. Contact them for all of your automotive needs at 870-857-3516 or at www.redtaylorford.com. CSR would like to thank Parkview Restaurant of Corning, Arkansas for their sponsorship. Parkview offers breakfast, lunch, and supper, including daily plate lunches, and they have a deli with a variety of lunch meats and nightly specials. Amy and Danny and Jordan are big supporters of Corning Bobcat Athletics. Thank you to Parkview Restaurant.
This is Mike Vinson, Certified Public Accountant. I've been a Bobcat fan for as long as I can remember, having worn the black and gold as a student years ago. Join me in supporting our students as they proudly represent our school and community. And come see me on 2nd Street in downtown Corning for all your tax and accounting needs. Go Bobcats.
Keith and Rhonda Turner of K-Ron Farms would like to encourage the community to support the students of the Corning School District. Whether it is a sporting event or an academic accomplishment, these students are representing our school. We need to let them know how proud we are of them. Let's show our Bobcat pride. It's great to be a Bobcat. K-Ron Farms. The Corning Sports Report would like to give a special shout out to State Representative Joe Jett for sponsoring our endeavor. Mr. Joe Jett has always been active in the community, whether it's supporting the town of Corning or it's supporting Bobcat Athletics. This is a political ad paid for by State Representative Mr. Joe Jett.
Corning Sports Report would like to say thank you to Jerry and Linda Turner of Jalen Farms. Jerry and Linda are sponsoring us with a black and gold package this year, and they are proud supporters of Corning Bobcat Athletics. Jalen Farms.
Corning Sports Report would like to give a special shout out to Jeremy and Amanda Wiedemann out of Corning, Arkansas. Extremely kind-hearted people who not only support the community, but they also support the Corning Bobcat Athletics. Jeremy and Amanda Wiedemann. CSR would like to give a special shout-out to Heritage Ag out of Hoxie, Arkansas. Serving Arkansas farmers since 1966, leading the farm equipment industry into the 21st century. Call Brody Morrow, salesman, at 870-886-6663 or 870-809-1822, Heritage Agriculture of Arkansas. First National Bank takes the banking experience and customizes it to fit you. Whether it's supporting your Corning Bobcats or saving you time by eliminating trips to the bank, First National Bank puts you first. Always. Member FDIC and equal housing lender, First National Bank. Your local Farm Bureau insurance company introducing Ag Promise, an exceptional policy that protects everything farmers rely on. Ag Promise is a competitively priced, easy to understand, and tailored to meet your specific needs. That's Farm Bureau's commitment to you, and they have a team of local agents and adjusters ready to back it up. Give them a call today to protect your agribusiness. It's not complicated. It's a promise. Ag Promise. 870-857-6788. A big thanks to Goodman Drug Company out of Corning, Arkansas. Kathy Goodman and staff would like to invite you to drop by for any of your pharmaceutical needs and or Razorback and Bobcat apparel. Drop by and see them Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30, and Saturday, 9 to 1, or use the convenient drive-thru. Goodman Drug Company out of Corning, Arkansas.
CSR would like to say thank you to Clay County Electric and Clay County Connect, a broadband company, for their sponsorship for Bobcat Athletics. To see if you're eligible for Clay County Connect, a broadband company, contact them Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. at 870-202-1990. Clay County Electric and Clay County Connect.
A special thanks to Civil Engineering Associates for being proud sponsors of Corning Bobcat Athletics. 2 locations, one in Jonesboro, one in Poplar Bluff. Professional engineer John Seelig of CEA would like to wish the Corning Bobcats the best of luck on the upcoming season. CSR would like to give a special thanks to B&B Well Drilling out of Peach Orchard, Arkansas, for their continued support of Corning Bobcat Athletics. Brian and Lisa Bass are proud graduates of Corning High School, and they invite you to call them for any of your well drilling needs. 870-215-3808, B&B Well Drilling. The Corning Sports Report would like to give a special shout out to Boschlicker Brothers Farms for sponsoring our endeavor. The Boschlickers have always been avid Bobcats and avid supporter of all things Corning athletics. Thank you again, Boschlicker Brothers Farms. First Choice Healthcare in Corning, Arkansas, proud sponsors of Corning Bobcat Athletics, celebrating 25 years of community health care. At First Choice Healthcare, we practice compassionate, affordable health care for everyone to help improve lives and build healthier communities. First Choice Healthcare, your community, your health.
Legacy Equipment. There has never been a better time to take home your compact utility tractor. With durable construction and features that easily hook up to dozens of attachments in moments. No job is too tough. Plus, with no down payment and major price cut, the savings have never been better. Models as low as $138 a month, including quick hitch and loader. Stop by any of the Legacy Equipment's 7 convenient locations to take advantage of limited time savings. See dealer for details. Offer ends October 30th, 2020. Legacy Equipment. Corning Sports Report would like to say thank you to Mike Townsend Farms, LLC, out of Corning, Arkansas. Mike Townsend hauls gravel, dirt, topsoil, grain, and heavy equipment. Mike Townsend Farms, LLC. A big thank you to Biglron Auctions. Jason Horner with Biglron Auctions can help you with all of your farm retirement, estate, and equipment sales. Biglron Auctions is one of the industry's fastest growing online auction companies that have nearly 9,000 items on their September auctions alone. Biglron Auctions. This advertising slot is in honor of Bobcat coaching legend Dutch Noe. Dutch Noe spent 7 seasons at the helm of Bobcat football. He was 55, 17-2 overall, with an undefeated season in 1973 and 3 district championships, 1970, 1973,
in 1975, in honor of Coach Dutch No. A big thank you to Carrie Russum Qureshi and Qureshi Law Firm and Wealth Management for their sponsorship. Lower taxes, greater wealth, lasting legacy. Qureshi Law Firm and Wealth Management. Corning Sports Report would like to give a thank you to Wendy Cole and Cole Farms. Everybody at Cole Farms wants to wish the Bobcats the best of luck on the upcoming season. Cole Farms. A big thank you to Three Little Monkeys and Hair by Danielle for sponsoring the Black and Gold package this year with Bobcat Athletics. Located in downtown Corning, Arkansas on 2nd Street, right by the Hop Alley Gazebo, Three Little Monkeys and Hair by Danielle. Corning Sports Report would like to take this moment to say thank you to the fine folks at Nutrient Ag Solutions. Mr. James Varvel and everyone at Nutrient Ag are proud supporters of the Bobcats and want to wish the Bobcats the best of luck on all the sporting events this year. Nutrient Ag Solutions. I'd like to take this time to say thank you to Debbie and Bud Hill of Corning, Arkansas. Debbie Rose Hill Massage and CBD Products have been a proud sponsor of Corning Athletics and the city of Corning for a very long time. Thank you, Debbie Rose Hill Massage and CBD Products. Corning Sports Report would like to give a special shout out to Zack Brown Farms for their sponsorship. Zack Brown Farms has always been active in the community of Corning and also Bobcat Athletics. Zack Brown, being a former Bobcat himself, wants to wish the Bobcats nothing but the best of luck on this season. Zack Brown Farms, on the road to success. Corning Sports Report would like to give a special thank you to Michael Barker Heating and Air out of Corning, Arkansas. Michael Barker is a proud supporter of Corning Bobcat Athletics and the city of Corning. Michael Barker Heating and Air, 870-323-0556. Corning Sports Report would like to give a special thanks to WOOLARD Farms. WOOLARD Farms is a proud sponsor of the Corning Bobcats, sponsoring the Black and Gold package for the entire year of Bobcat Athletics. Thank you to Nathan, Jennifer, Dylan, and Josie. WOOLARD Farms.
And we're back here live at Sexton Field, home of the Walnut Ridge Bobcats. And we have got some football action for you tonight, Conference 3A3 action to be exact. And we'll be bringing that to you just as soon as we get to that point. But right now, we want to talk a little bit about our Corning Bobcats, our beloved Corning Bobcats. They come into this game 3-2 overall. Hey, that's big-time stuff, having a winning record this time of year. We understand where we've been in the past. We understand that's been a hard thing for us, and here we are. 3-2 winning record here as we're creeping into the late weeks of October, so that's awesome. And, by the way, speaking of late weeks of October, the weather finally feels like football weather. It finally feels like fall football weather. Love it up here. A little chilly, but that's what you like. It's definitely football weather. So 3-2 are the Corning Bobcats, 1-1 in conference. And we'll talk about that a little bit later, too, as well, the conference standings. Corning won their last game against Manila 44-18. Big-time game there for the Corning Bobcats. In fact, I'd like to take a moment to go back and rewatch a little bit of those highlights from that game.
It's going to be a toss to Amaker, far side. He's going to cut it up. He's going to score! Touchdown, C-Town! That's Flash on the score. Give them 6 more. The Black and Gold strike with 11-12 to go, and there's the fireworks in God's country. Wow. Got it off. It's picked off for the Bobcats. Grubb, he's going to take it to the barn. Touchdown! C-H-S. Sticky hands, Grubb.
Big-time offense last week for our Bobcats against the Manila Lions. You've seen the fireworks there from the Dakota Wilkins family from Dado there, and that flexbone formation worked all night long. And you see the keeper there by Jake the Snake. They let the deuce loose, using the speed, turn on the afterburners there, running by defenders. And, boy, Jake sure had a big game last week. He sure did. That's a leader there for the Bobcats. And, man, there was so much excitement last week, so many highlights to go over. Look at this offensive line up here, too, man, doing a great job There's where they faked the run and the pass over here to Grubb. And Grubb had a heck of a game. In fact, he was our CSR Player of the Week. You see him coming back to the football there. He's got a good knack for that, good knack for the ball. Defense played really well last week. It was a really fun week if you were a Bobcat. That young man right there, Flash, as I like to call him, Amaker, hey, just staring down defenders as he scores there. Gotta love it. Flash was all over the place Friday night. I mean, goodness gracious, I think he had 3, maybe 4 touchdowns. We already had him as a Player of the Week this year. We try not to double dip on that, but Grubb was very, very deserving of that. And speaking of Flash, there he is again. I'm telling you, when he gets the boundary, he's got 4.5 40 speed. It's no joke, guys. It is 4.5 40 speed. And it's if you don't have the angle, it's over. It's good morning, good evening, good night. And we're hoping to see a lot more of that. And I'll tell you something else that's really good about this week that we didn't quite have for sure at Manila, but we're fully healthy. For the first time this season since week 1, we're fully healthy. You see the broken tackles there by Amaker as well. Man, that was a fun game. That was our homecoming. Tonight is Walnut Ridge's homecoming. Listen, I don't know what it is about homecoming, but it's something in the air. I don't know if the kids drank something or ate something different at lunch that day. I don't know what it is, but, man, everybody plays so much better at homecoming. And speaking of homecoming, we're actually going to do our best to get the Walnut Ridge homecoming ceremony on our live stream tonight. I know that's not our job to do that, but a lot of parents and such have asked us to do that, and we had another person ask us today at a restaurant. So we're going to do our best to get their homecoming ceremony in, which I believe, if I'm not mistaken, is in about 5 minutes. So, Dad, Old Man River, if you could, you and Andrew go ahead and get down there and get ready. The homecoming ceremony starts in 5 minutes. We'll take you guys down there. The PA system will come on, so we'll have our wireless mic for that. Man, I want to thank Ricky Betts and Colton Ludyman. We do so much behind the scenes that you guys don't get to see, audio-wise, technology-wise, how the setup's going to happen, how it's going to go down, graphics-wise, branding-wise. So much goes on, and without these two guys, man, I could not do it. I promise you, I'm not smart enough. I'm not witty enough. I'm not. It's true. It's the truth. So some people can't handle the truth, but I can handle it, baby. I can handle the truth as we get you out there to our camera there. That's our wide view camera that my little sister Desi's going to be on tonight, and I know she's going to do a fantastic job for us, as she always does. That's a mountain man camera, as we call it. I'm going to get on here as well and talk to you guys, engage with y'all a little bit, some of you that are online with us right now. We've got Clint Aaron. That's right, Aaron. I love it. Not Clint Aaron, but Clint Aaron on with us tonight. Kelly King Hopkins, Olivia Meredith, Eric Yates, Kathy Bennett, Jonathan Rangel is with us as well. Rhonda Field says, watching from B Branch, Arkansas to cheer on my home team. A special shout-out to Gary Comstock. And he sure is a good one, that Gary Comstock. Pamela Reed, Gary Stevens is watching with us. Tom Lowe, Laura Young, Kayla Curtis, and Bob Smith. I want to see some instant replays, dude. Well, I promise you, Bob, you're going to see some. And speaking of, thank you to Bob Smith. He donated a pretty big, well, a large SD card for us that we don't have to take so much time taking all this video to a computer and copying it down and getting it off here so we can do our instant replays. He donated a big one to us, and we sure do appreciate Mr. Bob Smith for doing that. Thank you. Didn't even ask me to pay for it. He just give it to me. He wanted to. So thank you, Bob Smith, for that. Laura Young's watching with us. Jacqueline Leonard, Zachary Hobbs, Pamela Reed's watching. Again, Brenda Fields, Deborah Finley, Miss Flores is watching with us as well. Gina Jones, Melissa Wallace, so many of you guys on. Charleston from the Marshall Islands is on with us. Clint Aaron, love it. Michael Robertson, too. Miss Flores says, let's go number 77. My bro, Rocky Flores, watching you from Tyler, Texas. Kaylin Cox, Doug Fowler. Let us know where you're watching from tonight, guys. And also do us a big favor. Hit that share button if you can. Please hit that share button. Tag some folks if you can. We'll talk a little bit more about different things like YouTube and Facebook and how you can help us out there, too, later on as well. You see the 56 there, not the 50 on the screen at midfield. That is in honor of the falling Piggott Mohawk Hunter Midkiff. Preseason had an accident there, and bless his heart, he's no longer with us. And I promise you the entire conference has his thoughts and all of the good vibes for his family, and prayers are all with us. I can guarantee you that, as you see some different touching sentiments each week, which I love to see. I absolutely love to see that. And I want to talk a little bit, before we get to the Walnut Ridge homecoming, if I can, talk a little bit about this team that we're going to be playing tonight, the Walnut Ridge Bobcats. They're coached under Jeff Blake. This is Coach Blake's second year as the head coach at Walnut Ridge. He's got a 7-9 overall record. Coach Blake actually played football at Arkansas State. Quite an athlete out there, matter of fact, and looks the part, too. You'll see him tonight on our cameras. Our camera crew do a fantastic job of getting them on. You'll see him. He's definitely an athlete. You know, last week they lost at Piggott 60-28, but they were not fully healthy, folks. They're 1-4 overall, 0-3 in conference. I don't know that maybe week 1 against Highland they were healthy, and they beat Highland, which, by the way, Highland, very good team. We thought coming into the season, beat Piggott, a Piggott team that's been really good, and they've kind of fell off the wagon too. So it's a weird year. It just really is. So you don't really know. You got to bring it every night because you just don't know. You really just don't know. Their lone win this year is over Highland. Obviously, we talked about that in week 1. Back-to-back playoff appearances for the Walnut Ridge Bobcats, and if they want to continue that, they're going to have to win this game tonight. 7 appearances in the last 9 years for the Walnut Ridge Bobcats, playoff appearances, that is. A lot of that has to do with the coach, Larry Treadway. That's on our sideline now, who coached there during those years. 17 wins the last 2 seasons coming into this one for Walnut Ridge, which is big-time stuff. And last year, they won at Corning 34-28, and you guys all remember that one. Man, that was a dandy. And in fact, we'll revisit some highlights from that one here in just a little bit. Unbelievable game. Could have went either way. A lot of fun. They're ranked number 29 out of 46 teams in all of 3A. Offense this year for Walnut Ridge, that's been the tough part for them. 12 points per game in conference play. You just can't quite get very many victories or very many W's on the board when you've only got 12 points per game coming from your offense. They do return 6 starters, including a dynamite Cole Manning, which we'll talk about as well. Spread offense, which we've seen a lot of this year. That won't be anything new for our defense as far as Corning fans go. Last year, they were the 3rd highest scoring team in 3A, or 3A, and this year they're next to last. So that's been the biggest issue. The defense has been giving up 40 points per game in conference play. It's been tough conference play for Walnut Ridge. I'll just tell you the truth. And they returned 5 starters from last year. But big-time names, though. Cole Manning, all-state player, 4.5 40. Offense and defense. Had 4 interceptions last year. He's got over 1,000 all-purpose yards this year. And to be honest with you, he hasn't even been 100%, and he's even missed a game. He's dynamite, guys. He's got 3 passing touchdowns, 4 rushing touchdowns, 2 receiving touchdowns. He's going to be number 2 in orange. If he plays tonight, we're not sure. Seen on tape last week against Piggott, definitely hobbling around. You'll see a playmaker, number 15, Mari Thomas, who was a all-league receiver last year, converted to quarterback this year when Cole Manning did go down. He's got a lot of speed, too, now, 4.6 40. That'll be the, wild card for them, I guess let's call it, because Corning has not seen a mobile running quarterback that chooses to run. Dontavian Littleton, obviously, at Osceola, ran a little bit, but he was in that pocket looking to pass. Mari Thomas will get in that pocket, and it's a designed run. So this will be different this week for us. We have not seen that, and Mari is the Nettleton transfer for them. And also another one, Mason Andrews. They've got an all-conference tight end / receiver, and this year he's got 14 receptions for 137 yards, and the kid added 30 pounds as lifts in the offseason, so you know he's a hard worker. And even on defense, got 10 tackles this year. So good playmakers on the other side of the field for the Walnut Ridge Bobcats, so keep an eye out for that. But we got some good playmakers too, guys. We're getting really, really close to getting you out there for homecoming for the Walnut Ridge Bobcats, as I'm trying to get you a few cameras here so you can see what's going on out there. Get you off of me for once. I'm trying to hog all the show time here and the TV time, camera time, if you will. Let's get you to some different cameras down there. And, guys, I am going to go off of the headset here, okay? I'll go off the headset for a little bit and let the PA announcer do their thing for the Walnut Ridge 2020 football homecoming ceremony.
And gentlemen, please remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem and remain standing for the Walnut Ridge alma mater. This year's football homecoming theme is Welcome to the Circus. We will begin with our freshman maid. Freshman maid is Raylan Schmidt. Raylan is the daughter of Brittany and Seth Schmidt of Walnut Ridge. She's escorted tonight by her father, Seth Schmidt. Raylan plays volleyball and basketball. Raylan is a member of FBLA, Key Club, Student Council, and Alley Cats. She is also freshman class secretary and service chair for Junior Auxiliary Crown Club. Your freshman maid, Raylan Schmidt. Sophomore maid is Lily Lewis. Lily is the daughter of Deanna and Bobby Steele of Walnut Ridge. She is escorted tonight by her grandfather, Ken Cole. Lily is a member of Student Council, FBLA, Key Club, Choir, and is captain of the Color Guard. Your sophomore maid, Lily Lewis. Junior maid is Sydney Robinson. Sydney is the daughter of Warren Robinson of Jonesboro and Christy Vicari Robinson of Walnut Ridge. She's escorted tonight by her father, Warren Robinson. Sydney is a member of Key Club, FBLA, FCCLA, National Honor Society, and the Senior High Cheer Squad. Your junior maid, Sydney Robinson. Senior maid is Lindsay Bateman. Lindsay is the daughter of Kenny and Christy Bateman of Paragould. She's escorted tonight by her father, Kenny Bateman. Lindsay is vice president of the senior class and a member of FBLA, National Honor Society, Key Club, Mu Alpha Theta, annual staff, and is a manager for the Alley Cats. Your senior maid, Lindsay Bateman. Maid of honor is Molly Blackshear. Molly is the daughter of Sean Blackshear of Walnut Ridge and Jamie Ferguson of Hoxie. Molly is escorted tonight by her father, Sean Blackshear. Molly is a member of the Bobcat Cheer Squad, FBLA, and National Honor Society. Your maid of honor, Molly Blackshear. Your 2020 football homecoming queen is Alexis Dalton. Alexis is the daughter of Chad and Carrie Dalton of Walnut Ridge. She's escorted tonight by her father, Chad Dalton. Alexis plays basketball, volleyball, and is a member of the Alley Cats. Alexis is a member of FBLA, Mu Alpha Theta, Science Club, National Honor Society, and annual staff. She serves as reporter for the Student Council Executive Board and reporter of Key Club. Alexis's pages tonight are Jabin and Adley Brady. Jabin and Adley are the children of Jared and Angela Brady. They are both in second grade at Walnut Ridge Elementary. Your queen, Alexis Dalton. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you your 2020 homecoming queen and her court.
And I am back here with you live here at Sexton Field in Lawrence County, Arkansas, Walnut Ridge, on the campus of Walnut Ridge High School. That was your 2020 Walnut Ridge football homecoming ceremony there. And great job by our cameraman and our director, Colton Lettyman there, bringing you the action. You look at the game clock there that Ricky Betts is on. We've got 13 minutes until we kick it off here. And I cannot wait for some Friday night lights, some football action. Guys, we talked about last year in the football game between Corning and Walnut Ridge, and what a dandy that it was, and I mean an absolute dandy. In fact, we're going to take a second to give you a little bit, if we can find it here, a little bit of replay of last year's game, of last year's unbelievable, exciting back and forth affair between Corning and Walnut Ridge. Take a look, guys. You guys see that number 77 there? It looks very, very familiar. That's Rocky Flores. And listen, there's three things in life that are guarantees: death, taxes, and Rocky Flores onside kicks. And that right there, as you've seen last year from last year's game, was one of the highlights. This is Parker Davis, a sophomore last year, picking off. I believe that was Andrew Brewer last year, I believe was his name, the quarterback that's no longer here for Walnut Ridge, and bringing it to the house. There was a flag on that play, but it was nulled and declined. It ended up being a touchdown there for Corning, and then they decided to kick another onside kick, and I'll be darned if they don't get yet another onside kick successful. Again, this was just an unbelievable homecoming game last year, and it's crazy that this year Walnut Ridge's homecoming ends up being on Corning night. Originally a Palestine Wheatley game, but with the COVID outbreak and such, you had another touchdown. We had the fireworks there that night, and guess what? Onside kick. Unbelievable stuff. And before you knew it, Corning was up by 3 possessions in this game. And you really thought that Corning had a shot to put it away right here. They went up, folks, 28-0. But you knew Walnut Ridge's high-powered offense would come fighting back, and that's exactly what they did. Andrew Brewer with a keeper to the far side, cut it up, and he scored. And that's a quarterback they sure missed this year. Obviously, Cole Manning came in at quarterback early on in the year, but has been kind of playing receiver here lately. And watch this. Speaking of Manning, look at that over-the-shoulder, say hey kid style, Willie Mays catch for a touchdown. Beautiful bomb, and just like that, Walnut Ridge is right back in the game within 2 possessions. It's not even the fourth quarter. Late in the third quarter here. A lot of pressure there. Gets it off just in time. High pointing the football, and I believe that was Mason Andrews, I think. And Mason Andrews is a dandy of a tight end. You'll see him here tonight as well. He'll be wearing number 82 in white. And there you go. 1 possession game. Late in the fourth quarter here, they get in. Just get in, too. And I mean just get in. 2-point conversion. And, folks, we had a camera down there on the goal line, and it just didn't look like he got in on our camera when we re-looked at it. But nonetheless, a late call. 2-point conversion's good. Under a minute to go. The bobbled snap, the bad snap on the ground. Walnut Ridge picked it up. And what do you know? 14 seconds to go. They need a play. Where do they go? You guessed it. Mr. Manning, our camera cannot pick it up here because of the side there, but he caught that and somehow got it out of bounds. If he doesn't get out of bounds, Walnut Ridge did not have any timeouts left. Would have went in overtime. Final play of the game. We thought there was a clip there, as you've seen on your screen. We didn't get the call. Congratulations to Walnut Ridge. Andrew Brewer, last seconds as the buzzer sound, a touchdown. Unbelievable stuff there. And I believe we've got Mr. Chris Campbell going to tune in with us here, jump on board with us here. Mr. Chris Campbell on the headset. I've got a helper tonight, and I'm extremely excited about that. Give me just a second, guys. I'm going to get him on the screen with us here. And we have got Chris Campbell here with us live. There we go. There we are, Chris. Chris, it's good to have you here, man.
First time since 1985 I've been in this stadium.
First time since 1985. That's been a few years ago, Chris.
35 years ago.
35. That's good, quick math right there by Chris Campbell.
I had to look it up.
You could have just went with it. We'd have never known, man.
But now we did win last time I was here, so hopefully
hopefully that's an omen. Hey, I want to, before we dig into this game, I want to talk about your dad real quick. Tell me the latest. Tell me what's going on with Coach Don Campbell.
He's doing better. He starts his chemo radiation, I think the 22nd or next week or the week after. Yeah, next week he starts chemo radiation. So it's not as bad as they thought it was. So Just take it one day at a time, one treatment at a time. So.
Well, that's all you can do. I can tell you this: the entire city of Corning sure praying for him, thinking about him. And I know he's defeated cancer obviously before, and a pretty rough cancer too. It was stage 4, if I'm not mistaken.
Stage 4.
And it was a low percentage chance of him surviving. So if any guy can tough it out and make it through this, it's him. And is he watching with us tonight, you think?
I think he'll be watching. He has his big 70-inch TV watching. So I think he'll be watching tonight.
That's awesome. Well, Coach, the General, Mr. Don Kim, if you're watching tonight, buddy, we're thinking about you. We really are. You keep us updated, okay? I know he had a lot of stories about this storied rivalry. This used to be a big game back in the day.
This was bigger than Piggott to my mind. I mean, this is the one team you wanted to beat was Walnut Ridge. Walnut Ridge and Highland, but always Walnut Ridge.
Yeah. My understanding was this was always – this game, like you said, the Highland game really decided the conference champion back then, it seemed like.
If you want to win a conference championship, you had to go through Walnut Ridge and Highland. They were both tough back then.
As you see our game clock there, we got 8 minutes to go here before we kick it off here in Lawrence County at Sexton Field here on the campus of Walnut Ridge High School. It's their homecoming night. Big thank you to Chris Campbell for coming up here and giving me someone here to at least – I ain't talking to myself, and I ain't answering myself. I want to talk a little bit about our coaches over here at Corning, Arkansas. And we've got Coach Larry Treadway, his second year at Corning, 46th year overall. He's a Newport grad from the class of 1968. I just give away his age there. I hope he doesn't mind that. Just give away his age there. As you see our captains, that's Dakota Amaker on the left, number 1, and big Robert Wilkins, the human plow, number 67 on the right. And you see Coach Larry Treadway. This is kind of homecoming of sorts for him, too. This is a cool stat. We're on the road here tonight, so this is a Larry Treadway really neat stat. Coach Treadway, in 12 games as head coach of the Bobcats at that time, had won more road games than the previous 68 games combined for the Bobcats. So I don't know what it is about those white jerseys, but they sure have been playing good since Treadway got here in those white jerseys. Again, we talked about Corning. They're 3-2 overall, 1-1 in conference. The last game they had, it wasn't last week, it was 2 weeks ago, versus Manila. 44-18. They were 1-point favorites tonight. Only the second time this year they've been favored. The number I love the most is 31 kids went through summer workout this year. And that's a big, big deal, man. That really is. If anybody knows, the size of Corning and how things have went lately, that's a big, big deal. They've also bucked a lot of bad streaks and bad trends over these past 2 years. They're ranked number 30 out of 46 teams in 3A. Fully healthy, though, for the first time since week 1. Big-time stuff there. This Bobcat offense of Corning returned 6 starters. They're averaging 26 points per game this year. This is the new-look flex-bone-style offense you'll see, kind of the old smash-mouth style, if you will, back when Chris's dad was around. A little bit different formations maybe, but still nonetheless, you're 3 yards in a cloud of dust and running up between the tackles, and we definitely love to see that. We had 57 first downs in the 3 out of the last 4 weeks, aside from the Osceola game, which is big-time stuff. And, folks, give me just a second. I got to go off the audio for just a second. I do apologize. Man, I do, but this is the only one I got. Hang on. Guys, I'm really, really sorry there. The PA announcer for Walnut Ridge needed a little bit of information from us, a roster there. So, again, I know we got a lot of y'all watching, so I'm sorry I had to go off there for just a second, though. Again, they had 57 first downs at this Corning offense in the last 4 weeks if you take away the Osceola game. 1,287 yards rushing in 5 games. That's an average of 257 a game on the ground. That's the kind of stuff I love to hear from a Corning Bobcat offense. You have got, as you see, Walnut Ridge coming out there of the tunnel. Good job by our cameraman getting that on screen. And, again, this is their homecoming night, so you know they're going to be excited. And as they should. As they should. I don't know what it is about homecoming, but it seems like everybody plays better on homecoming. 64%. Listen to this, folks. 64% of the offensive drives for the Corning Bobcats have gone into the opponent's 30-yard line this season or deeper. They need just 42 points to match 2019's points scored total. And their defense returned 6 starters, only giving up 22 points a game. They shut out Yellville, only allowed 11 yards passing versus Salem, and forced 7 turnovers in 5 games. And, folks, here we go. Again, 3 things in life that are for sure: death, taxes, and Rocky Flores onside kicks. So we'll see if we see one right here as I'm joined by my good friend, Mr. Chris Campbell, or I should say son of the legend, Don Campbell. I love saying that all the time. We've got Arlene Lane watching, Michael Lucy watching, Brendan George, Jim Woods. We appreciate you guys for tuning in. Here we go on homecoming night here live from Lawrence County, Arkansas.
All right, folks, we're getting ready to start Bobcat football.
Hopefully you can hear us there because the PA announcer is very, very loud.
What is loud?
Homecoming night at Walnut Ridge. It's time! Onside kick attempt. It's going to be caught there.
Did they blow the whistle before that, though?
It sure sounded like it did, didn't it? That was number 79, Sam Lewis. And I tell you, Sam Lewis is he's a senior. 6'1", 240 goes Sam Lewis. And I really hope you guys can't hear us or hear the PA announcer there. We may go down there and mention, see if he can turn that down just a little bit. But, guys, give me a second. I'll be right back. I'm going to go mention that.
I think they can hear it in Hoxie. It's so loud. All right, looks like Walnut Ridge is going to be lined up. Ooh, shotgun, handoff up the middle. Get him. Boy, it's a big old fullback there. Oh, he fumbled the ball. Corny's got the ball. Number 11 picks it up. Awesome. That is Clayton Crosby gets the fumble. So just like that, Corny got a big turnover.
Wade with the carry.
Corny's going to have the ball. Looks to be on about the 17-yard line. Love to see it. Boy, that was a heck of a run, but I'm glad they fumbled the ball. Let's see. Who is 30 for Walnut Ridge? Number 30 fumbled the ball for them. All right. Corning's lined up. This is the flex bone, I believe.
Fumble recovery. Corning starting the ball out.
There you go. About 4 or 5 yards on that.
Chris, I left for just a second. I missed the fireworks, man.
You may need to go, well, yeah.
I need to go way longer.
Again if we get a touchdown on it.
Yeah. You know, we talked about the defense forcing 7 turnovers in 5 games, make it number 8 on the year. And here we go, 2nd down and 5. 11:25 to go here in the opening quarter. That's that flex bone formation that you used to see this year.
6 man on the line of scrimmage there.
Yes, sir, they do. They're going to try to stop this running game for sure. No safety deep right now for Walnut Ridge. Handoff up the middle, Comstock. Good forward progress there. He always lands forward, does Mr. Gary Comstock, number 44. Talking about number 44, he's a 4.7 40, speed, 285-pound bench press, power cleans 275. All-league linebacker last year. Had 50 tackles this year, 2 forced fumbles, 4 tackles for loss, 1.5 sack interception. On offense, 240 rushing yards, 3 touchdowns, 4.8 yards per carry. And here's the 3rd down and 2. You need 4.8 yards or 2 yards to get it. I don't mind giving it right back to him.
See if the quarterback keeps this and runs for it. No, he's going to pitch it to Comstock.
Comstock trying to get behind that big offensive line on that right side. Dakota Wilkins and Ethan Jordan, those guys out there. Did he get enough? It's going to be awful close. We're going to bring up a 4th down and 1 for Corning. 10:25 and ticking here. Play clock's at 25 seconds. Should not be a factor, but we'll see what Coach Treadway decides to do, though. Again, Corning fully healthy for the first time since week 1 of the season. And excited to be back out here on some Friday night lights.
This is good football weather right here.
Oh, it's beautiful. beautiful. I couldn't agree more, Chris. It looks like the Bobcats going to go for it. If you're Walnut Ridge, you got to watch for the hard count here.
All right, quarterback kept it. Oh, he got the 1st down.
He sure did. Breaking tackles was Jake Gutierrez up the middle there. Kind of weaved, sliced, and diced his way through the offensive line there in the little creases that were there. It's going to move the chains, and I like that early on. Set the tone for the entire game, going for it on 4th down.
I like our quarterback. I've been watching some game films. He runs the ball really well. I like watching him run.
And that's Jake Gutierrez is who he's talking about. Jake Gutierrez has 342 rushing yards this year at 7.9 yards per carry. Good stuff there. And, folks, where we're at in the booth, you cannot see when you're sitting down, so me and Chris are having to stand up in order to call this game. Lucas tossed to the far side. Look at number 67 up there. If we can get an instant replay on that one, Colton. Watch number 67 and wide up here. He is pushing his man and driving him back and back and back and back and back.
He was about, 7, 8 yards down the field there.
We'll take that every day right there. That's about 4 or 5 yards, 4 yards at least on that.
Absolutely. Could not agree more.
Ball's going to be on the 36-yard line.
I think the keys to the game tonight are on offense is essentially take some shots in the passing game every once in a while. Again, Chris alluded to it. They had 6 guys on the line up there, and then the rest of them were right behind them.
There we go. A little misdirection. Oh.
Good job by Clayton Crosby. He's still going on his feet, breaking tackles. Number 11. And number 11, Clayton Crosby, as you're going to see on your screen, has broke 31 tackles.
They got a hurt player right now.
We have a player down.
He should have lost 2 yards and got 3 yards out of that.
We sure hope the player's okay. They got the camera off of him, thank goodness. We sure hope he's okay. As our director is going to go help on a camera here, man, we sure hope that young man's okay. We'll get you to a different camera here if we can. Really hard hit down there. We just spoke about Clayton Crosby again, 31 broken tackles, and he even missed a game. He runs really, really hard, low center of gravity, and he's always chopping his feet. Even when he gets wrapped up, he's chopping his feet. For the Walnut Ridge parents, we're not 100% sure who that is out there. We don't want to assume anything. I can't see a jersey number from here, but the young man's laying on his back, and we sure hope that he's going to be okay. Very quiet here at Sexton Field in Walnut Ridge, Arkansas. And you've got the coaches out there.
Luckily, they haven't called for ambulance yet, so that's good news.
That is very good. He's still down. And one of the Walnut Ridge cameramen up here telling us that's number 30, Blaine Wade. We hope that's correct. He's a senior, 6 foot 210, and honestly, he's standing up. Thank goodness, and that is him.
That's Walnut Ridge's very own Blaine Wade.
Thank goodness that you see him coming off the field. Thank goodness that young man's getting up on his own power. That's the biggest thing you want to see is he laid down there for quite a while. We weren't sure what it was exactly. Either way, that's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 2 yards to go for the Corning Bobcats. And again, this big offensive line, I assume they're going to keep running it here. But, again, no safety deep. You know, Kikoa Villaluna out here, he's one-on-one.
Oh, look at that hole on the right side. I hope he sees it.
And I think that's where they're going right now.
Oh,
Amaker to the outside. He's got a lot of speed.
Trying to make some room on the outside.
And I think Amaker just kind of tripped himself up there and he got to the boundary. He might like to have that one back. But, you know, Amaker is he had a heck of a game last week, did Amaker. Number 1 in white. Big-time game, scored 4 times on homecoming. And, again, I hope you guys can't hear the PA announcer bleeding into our headsets. I don't know if you can or not. But 8 minutes to go here, and the Corning Bobcats are methodically, slowly driving, nickel and diming their way down here. 1st down and 10.
Well, we need to attack right between the guard and the right tackle. Look at that hole right there.
Maybe a little Comstock up the middle.
Hit the hole. There you go.
There he goes. Gutierrez, look at him chopping them feet right there. Number 2 in white. Jake the Snake, we like to call him. He's got some big old thighs now, does number 2, Jake Gutierrez. In fact, he squats 475 pounds, does Gutierrez, as you see there. And he's a senior. He's a leader on this team. And if they're going to keep going where they want to go, and then, of course, their goal is to get to the playoffs, they're going to need him to produce week in and week out. Got a really good depth there. Judy Miller says, you all sound good, so I guess the PA announcer isn't bleeding in. But, boy, we can sure hear him. He sure is loud and proud. I will say that.
2nd down.
2nd down and 6.
6 or 7.
Yeah, 6 or 7. 7:15 to go here. Play clock at 3. They got it off. Toss, near side. Comstock, he's got a blocker. Stiff arm, he's still going. Plows over a guy. It's a tough man right there to take down, number 44, Gary Comstock.
I'll take this all day long. We're making 3 or 4 yards of play. Chains keep moving, and the clock's moving. That's 2 good things in our favor.
I couldn't agree more. You see Gary Comstock there. He's had a pretty darn good year this year on both sides of the football. Came into the game, though, with 240 yards rushing, 3 touchdowns, and nearly 5 yards per carry. And Chris is right. Listen, there's no style points in football. You either win or you lose. You either gain yards or you don't. You either move the chains or you're not. And right now they are. It may not be pretty, but they're getting it done.
Man, look at that hole right there between the guard and right tackle.
Yeah, they're going to have to fill that pretty quick with a linebacker, safety, something up the middle. Comstock, I think he's got enough for the 1st down with the forward progress we shall see. The near side judge says,
down, ref.
Yeah,
first down.
He's going to say it is a 1st down. Good job. And right now, Chris, Corning's leaning on that big Corning Crushers offensive line right now.
They're doing good. They're moving. This is what our 3rd first down out of this series right now. So, plus look at it. You know, looks like they're a little tired there.
Yeah, I agree.
This guy's got his hands on hips like he's a little tired, so I'm sure they're not like getting muscled around right now. So.
I totally agree. I will say one thing about Walnut Ridge so far. They are making Corning earn it. I will say that.
Oh, man, look at that. Right defensive end standing up. There's
Lucas up the seam, and he's going to get about 5, maybe 6, depending on which judge gets the call here. Is the near judge. The far sideline judge had him down about 2 yards shorter than that. I'm not sure why, but either way, 2nd down and 5, for the Bobcats of Corning. 5:40 to go tonight, and I got to be careful not to say the Bobcats. We've got 2 sets of Bobcats out there tonight as Dustin Ramsey, Krista Ballschlicker. Sandy Eddington says, love our Gary Comstock. Pamela Reed, way to go, Gary Comstock. The Beast, keep it up, our favorite.
Man, look at those. Oh.
There
you go, hit the hole.
Right side. Flash, that's old Nakota Emiker there, and he hits the hole hard, got north and south really quick. He looks like a cannon, just shot out of a cannon up there.
I would attack that right side. If that defensive end is going to stand up, I would attack him every day. All you got to do is get under his chest.
And what Chris is talking about here to the top of your screen here, you're going to see number 32 there. He's been lining up over there on the end. Just watch it again here. You see the big gap there he's talking about. Now they're going to fill it right there. But now they've only got a 3-man front up there essentially, and they got some linebackers looking to blitz.
Oh, there you go.
I think they got enough for the first down, Chris. It's going to be awful close.
If he didn't, he don't have much left.
They need to get to the 39-yard line. We'll let you watch the replay here. You kind of decide yourself. 39-yard line is where that ball needed to be, and I think it got there according to our replay.
First down.
That's going to be a first down.
Mr. Whitehat says first down, so that'll move the chains there. Madison Vanderberg says, love my boys supporting from Hammond, Indiana. That's a little ways off there, Chris.
I've never been to Hammond, Indiana. But
I don't even know where it's at in Indiana. Eric Arnold's watching. Teddy Brownie.
All right, boy, they got them all. They're begging him to pass right now, but he's running well.
Yeah, they sure are, and I would have to think that, Amaker breaking tackles there. Obviously, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, but I'd have to think at some point you take a little play action, take a shot maybe.
He's going to have to make them pass just to keep them honest. They're begging him to.
They are. Larry Woodman says, go catch Jeffrey Jones. Awesome broadcast. You guys can hang with the best, and we sure do appreciate that, man. We really, really do. That means a lot to us. Without our cameramen then, all these guys that you're seeing these different camera angles from, we couldn't do it. Without Colton Ladyman, we couldn't do it. Without Chris Campbell up here helping me out, because I'm telling you, I hate broadcasting.
We're unbalanced there. Look at that. We're unbalanced on the right side there. So we're
to the weak side of the field.
Oh, look at that. First down, I think.
I think you're right, Chris. Gary Comstock he kind of snuck back here behind those big old crushers on the right side, and from the center over to the right tackle and then some. Man, they paved the road on that play right there for the Bobcats.
A lot of times you keep catch them sleeping when you go unbalanced, and that's what he did right there. I knew he was going to run to the right side.
A lot of coaches they'll kind of shift to that strong side of the field, but they went unbalanced to the weak side of the field. So I kind of like that play call there by Coach Trevor Poe and Treadway and the staff. Flex bone formation again. That's Jordan Grubb, the lone wide out here to the near side. He had a big touchdown last week.
Oh, man.
Far side.
Still got about 3 yards and should have
been a loss. And, by the way, Chris, that's a sophomore there, number 8, Landon Lucas. And he's been a super sophomore so far this year, has number 8. Very athletic quarterback or very athletic running back. He was a quarterback for junior high, led the junior high in tackles. He had 204 rushing yards this season at 4.4 yards per carry. Even has an interception on defense, number 8 in white. And he's a sophomore as far as the class goes on the roster sheet, but he sure don't play like it.
Good to know he was a quarterback. Maybe he could do a toss pass out of the running back position for the night's over with.
You never know, man. I wouldn't doubt it. Again, no safety here. It's one-on-one for Grubb down here the low side of your screen, left side there. They fake the handoff. Gutierrez in trouble. He's dancing around, though, and somehow got positive yardage. Watch this, folks. I don't know how Gutierrez got out of there like Houdini. 2 guys right there in his face.
Number 53, Kenneth Langston again.
I think he's been watching some Deion Sanders tape right there because he should have been in the backfield and still got about 4 yards. We're about 3rd down and 3, 4 maybe.
Yeah, shake and bake right there from Jake Gutierrez. And now you're right. Instead of 3rd down and about 7 or 8, it's going to be 3rd down, like Chris said, 3. We've got 2:12 to go here in the first quarter.
Lined up in shotgun. Let's see what happens.
Quarterback keeper near side. That's Amaker. He's going to try to cut it up. He's got the edge. No, he doesn't. Good tackle there by number 1, Ty Flippo. The junior Flippo with a touchdown-saving tackle. If he doesn't make that tackle there, number 1, that's the junior 6'1", 170. Pretty good basketball player, too. I remember calling that name several times last year in the conference tournament.
That's going to be a Corning first down.
It is a Corning first down, though. Good job by Amaker. Hey, just enough to get the first down. I love all these different camera angles we got tonight, folks. As you see here on the ground, you see our hero camera there. Several of them, Old Man River there on that camera from far, far away. And they're doing a fantastic job tonight for us. All our cameramen, we sure appreciate every one of them.
Number 2.
And here we go, guys. 1:35 to go. 2 seconds on the play clock. They get it off. Handoff. And that's Amaker.
Positive yardage there.
74, Mason Ashlock hitting him down for Walnut Ridge.
I want to talk about number 74. Just made that tackle, Mason Ashlock. And Mason is, I tell you what, he's a go-getter according to Coach. Has 19 tackles this year. Started all games last year on the O-line. He goes 6 foot, 320. That's a hoss right there, Chris Campbell.
He's a big one. What's it? Second down and 7, maybe?
Yes, sir. Second down and 8. You see the grass and stuff on the helmet there, it looks like. I don't know if it's taped or what that is, but he's got something going on there in the face mask. That's a big old boy right there now. And he's a go-getter according to Coach.
All right, folks, let's give it up for your Walnut Ridge Bobcat defense. Let's let them hear
PA
it.
announcers trying to get the Walnut Ridge crowd in as we're under a minute to go. 1 second on the play clock. They got to hurry up.
Uh-oh, we didn't make it. Don't get.
Well, man, I'd like to see that again. I thought he snapped it just in time. I thought the false start. Okay.
Corning Bobcats.
Oh, 5
So
yards
bring it
back.
back a few yards. Repeat second
You know,
down.
we talked about the Cave City game, Chris. You know, the score looked really lopsided, but I promise you it wasn't near as lopsided on the field as the score said. Good picture there of the Mr. White Hat. But we got down here under the 30 and just kept shooting ourselves in the foot over and over and over again. Since then, they've done a lot better job of that, but right there you can't have it. Now you're behind the chains. This 3-yard stuff isn't going to quite do it when it's 2nd and 13 instead of 2nd and 7.
May see a pass here on second down. Let's see.
If you do, watch out for number 89 here to the near side, Eli Mason, the big tight end. That's a hard one to guard right there, number 89. As he goes 6'3", 240. There's the pass, the flats. Crosby catches it, makes the guy miss. He's going to step out of bounds. Good pass there.
Got 2 yards to get a first down, looks like.
Yes, sir, you're right. As you're watching the instant replay here, let's get Gutierrez in the flats. Little out pattern right there on the run to Crosby. Sorry, folks, it's really hard to commentate when this PA system is just extremely loud in our ears, and I do apologize. 20 seconds on the play clock, 19 on the game clock. 3rd down, and like Chris said, 3rd down about 3, maybe 4, as you see right there.
I would give it to Comstock right up the middle.
I like
it.
it.
See what happens here.
Up the middle to the right, that right side of the line from the center over, seems like they're really pushing here, and we're going to have a time out. And, folks, while we have that timeout, we're going to go to some on-air mentions. Jay's Photography. Owner-operator Jay Malone is a very talented young man. The company is way more than just photos, like the name says. They do vinyl lettering, graphic designs, custom wood pieces, and even create videos like our hype video. Jay's Photography, Jay Malone, Corning, Arkansas, 870-323-0929. That's Jay's Photography, Corning, Arkansas, 870-323-0929. I want to talk about something else. Revolutionary Wrestling Entertainment. That's right, RWE from our good buddy Ricky Betts, who's on the camera. Matter of fact, he's on that camera, I believe, there to your right on Walnut Ridge. Mr. Ricky Betts is with us here at CSR, but he's also big time into wrestling, and he's got his hands all in this RWE. They come to you live from Grubbs, Arkansas, every Saturday night. Y'all check it out, RWE, Revolutionary Wrestling Entertainment, on Facebook. And maybe go out to Grubbs some Saturday night, take your family out there and enjoy some wrestling action.
All right. 3rd down and, 3 or 4 yards?
Yes, sir. What do you do here, Chris?
I give to Comstock and let him have his way. Big physical runner. I'm going to run right between that right guard and right tackle. That
Ethan Jordan and Dakota Wilkins.
They had someone to block that linebacker. Let's see what happens. That's where they run.
You called it. Comstock on his feet. Does he have enough for the first? It's going to be close.
I think he got about 3 yards on that one.
And we'll see as it all shakes out down there on the –
Oh, they gave him first.
They gave him the first down. First down for the Bobcats. And I tell you what, they've got just a few yards to go here to punch this thing in. And
I think I'd give him a quarterback and let him score.
8 seconds to go in the game. We'll see if they get it off in time.
No. Yeah,
Fake the handoff. Gutierrez up the middle. Touchdown! C-H-S put 6 on the board for the Bobcats of Corning. The black and gold strike at the end of the first quarter. Holy hay bells.
What you like about that is Corning kept that ball for the entire first quarter. You got to love that. That's clock management at its best right there.
Don Campbell's at home right now, and he is just loving that. I promise you, your dad is, because that's his style of football. I guarantee it. as we go through the cameras here. 2-point conversion coming up for the Bobcats. Jordan Grubb, the lone receiver to the far right. Flexbone formation. Lucas in motion. Gutierrez, handoff. Fake the handoff. He still got it. Dancing around, trying to find a seam.
He got
up the
in
middle.
there.
I think he got it. 2-point conversion good. Yep.
8-0. Start second quarter. You got to like that.
How about that, Chris? Let's watch that again on the instant replay. Watch number 2 in white. In trouble, bouncing around, and somehow got enough there.
He's not going to let you get a good hit on him.
No, sir, he is not. That's a good point. And a low center of gravity. Awesome stuff there. Folks, we talk about these games in Conference 3-3A this week. We've got several of them out there. Of course, tonight, Corning at Walnut Ridge, Corning a 1-point favorite. We got Hoxie at Piggott. Hoxie a 14-point favorite. What's your pick there, Chris?
I'm going to say 21 points at least.
Let's say 21
Probably
points.
28, to be honest with you.
Okay. And then you got Palestine Wheatley at Manila as well. Palestine's a 1-point favorite. I want to tell you something. I went to Manila last week to help them stream because we didn't have a game. That defense of Manila really stepped up against Harrisburg. I think that's going to be a really good game. Palestine Wheatley at Manila. We'll check in on that game here in just a little bit for you guys, I promise. But that's going to be a really good game. OCL at Harrisburg was canceled this week, so now it's OCL at Rivercrest. Rivercrest 13-point favorite. Who do you have there, Chris?
Boy, I got to go with Rivercrest right now. OCL's got a new head coach, but Rivercrest has got some talent. But that is a big rival game. A lot of athletes on that field tonight at Rivercrest OCL.
You ain't a kid, and I tell you what, OCL's defense has been stout this year, but they're going up against a very talented Rivercrest offense. Cam Turner and that company over there. They've got a really good receiver, too, for Rivercrest. That'll be interesting to see the score of that game.
Well, I'm about ready to unplug that PA system right there.
I'm ready to unplug the PA system, too. Death, taxes, and Rocky Flores onside kicks. We'll see if we see another one. And we do.
Oh, we got a good bounce.
Oh, hard hit there. Who was that took the hit? My goodness. I can't see that, Chris. Can you? Number 11. That was number 11, Kyle Russell's who we had. They said Sam Lewis on the PA system, but we got Kyle Russell as number 11. And, man, he took a shot when he got that one.
Let's not forget, Walnut Ridge had about a 15-yard run before he fumbled, so hopefully we can get that fixed on defense.
Yeah, I seen that as I was going down talking to the PA announcer. So here we go again. Walnut Ridge takes over at midfield. 12 minutes ago here in the second quarter. 15 seconds on the play clock. Handoff up the middle. Dancing around is number 7, and that's Kyle Watson.
Juking and jiving his way for a few yards for the Bobcats.
3 or 4 yards on that.
And Chris, I'm going back down and talk to the PA announcer again because I can't hear a thing, bud. I'll be right back.
All right, 2nd down and 7. Guess I'll do a little play-by-play here. See what Walnut Ridge is going to do here. Quarterback lined up in shotgun. Look for number 30 to get it. Nope, it's going to hand off to number 7 again, looks like. Wrapped him up there at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get anything on that. I think he lost it.
Walker Ward on the carry for Walnut Ridge.
Number 3 on that. So it looks like they may have lost a yard on that. 3rd and about 6 yards left. Corning needs a big stop right here. So I don't think they would go for it on 4th. We can get a good stop right here. 3rd and about 6 on this. Walnut Ridge line up in the shotgun here. Oh, man, come on, string that out there. There you go, defense. All right, number 44, Comstock on the tackle. 4th down. They actually lost a yard on that one. So you would think they're going to punt on this one. We'll see. 4th down and about 6-7 yards on this. All right, let's see if they're going to punt or they're going to go. Looks like they're going to go for this. I wouldn't do it, but let's see what happens. He may punt it. No, he's going to pass the ball to number 30. Oh, we got a tackle right there. Number 40. Wow, we stopped him. Turnover on downs. Corning's got the ball on about, looks like a 44-yard line. Comstock made him pay for that one.
What a tackle there by number 44 in white. Hello, good morning, good evening, good night. And big thanks to Brian over here. He's taking stats for us, and his stats show that we had 4 running backs with over 18 yards rushing already in the first quarter. That's really good. That's running back by committee. I love it.
I hope we can keep the ball the rest of the second quarter. Would be nice.
That would be awesome. Handoff, and that is Clayton Crosby far side. He gets just enough for about 2 yards. or so.
Tackle down to number 5, Michael Steele.
You take that 3 yards right there.
Did a 2-yard gain.
Clayton Crosby's had a good year, number 11 there in white. Crosby's 4'6", 40. He's got 232 rushing yards this season. Came in the game with 31 broken tackles, averaging 7 yards per carry. He didn't even play versus Osceola. Then on the defensive side, he's got 20 tackles and 4 tackles for loss, 2 sacks. He's all over the place, number 11 in white.
All right, 2nd down and 8 yards here. Let's see what we come up with.
Under center, Gutierrez, handoff, Comstock left side. He spins around, gains a few more yards. These are tough yardage by the Bobcats. They're earning every bit of it, I promise you. As Jordan Grubb's hobbling off, I hope he's okay.
Well, we need a big play here. We need to move 5 yards.
You know, I noticed, Chris, on this drive, they went to the left side of the line now. They really hammered away to the right side of the line in that first drive, and now they're going to the left side.
Sometimes football is like a chess match, so Treadway could be setting them up for something. We'll see. It's 3rd and 5 right now.
Todd Young said it's great to hear Chris back pulling for the Bobcats.
I'm always pulling for the Bobcats.
Of Corning.
Oh, yeah.
We got to get that
always
right tonight. 3rd down here. Gutierrez.
There you go. Hit it. Oh.
Keeper small, far side. He's got enough for the first down.
He got the first.
Now, he paid for it at the end by a slew of Walnut Ridge defenders, but he got enough. I'll tell you what, Gutierrez has been so elusive tonight. He looks like Michael Vick out there, a right-handed Michael Vick out there on the field.
Tell you what, got a first down. The chains are moving. The clock is going down. You got to love this. I hope we waste the whole second quarter and score. It'd be great for me.
Corning's at the Walnut Ridge 45-yard line with 8:45 to go, 10 on the play clock here. Randall Goldman says Comstock is the real deal. You ain't kidding. 3 wide outs. Looking to pass. He's got a man open. It's Amaker. Flash holds it in to the 10, the 5. Touchdown! C-H-S. But we've got a flag on the field,
I
folks.
hope it ain't holding. Usually it's holding call when you get that. I hope it's not.
Or did he run out of bounds and then come in and catch it? We'll see what happens here.
I hope he ran out of bounds. It'd be a lot better than a holding call.
Sideline warning on Corning. It is a touchdown. The touchdown is good. Count it. 8:31 to go, and the Bobcats of Corning score on a big-time play there. You know, we talk, Chris, run the ball, run the ball, run the ball. Those safeties come up. Those linebackers come up. You got to keep them honest at some point. And you're right, Chris. They just did it there, and it worked out beautifully.
So that's why I said Treadway's going to make you pay. You keep doing that. Scored quicker than I wanted to, but I'll take a touchdown all day long.
All day, every day, I promise you.
When a ref's got to do a sideline warning this early in the game, that's pretty weak. I mean, you think they got better things to do to worry about the sidelines.
I like it, Chris. I like it. I'm never going to harp on the officials too much, but I like it. 4 wide here, shotgun formation. Comstock to the right hip. Gutierrez looking to pass. Slant pattern. He's got it. Lucas catches it as he's falling down. Tack on 2 for the boys in white. And what a night so far if you're a Corning Bobcat fan.
16-0. 8:31 left to play. I mean, the onside kick is coming, so, there could be – you kick enough of those, you got to recover some of them. So
I cannot agree more with you. Man, it's been a fun night so far as we've got Chris Campbell on with us tonight. Sure appreciate him. Billy Seiler says, put it on my TV to watch it. Love it. Timothy Baumgartner watching intermittently from Savannah, Georgia. Like that, too. That's a long way away. And we're going through several of these here. Sandy Eddington says, woohoo, Gary Comstock, Stephanie King-Wiles, Billy Seiler. She's trying to get some more people on here with. Yeah, share this feed if you don't mind for us, guys. Let's get as many people on as we can. As you see, 8:31 to go on the clock there. And we're here in the second quarter, 16-0 in favor of the Corning Bobcats on homecoming night. And we appreciate, again, all of our workers here. Desi Earls. We've got Colton Ladyman with us, Chris Campbell, Ricky Betts, Andrews with us. Also my dad, Old Man Rivers, I call him. Chris Hall says, way to go, Corning Bobcats. Here we go. Rocky Flores.
Come on.
Dun, 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 dun. Onside kick.
Oh,
it's available.
We got it.
Corning's got it. It's awesome stuff here. And it might be a replay of last year. If y'all remember, we had 3 onside kicks that were successfully recovered for Corning. And here's like deja vu. And I don't know who it was that lit up number 79 there, but great job. Came in like a missile, a kamikaze.
He's like, why you got your lineman on your onside kick there. I don't understand that. But, hey, we'll take that all day long. He's like, please don't kick that to me again. He's probably done for the night.
That's Sam Lewis, and in fact, Chris is right. He's limping off, holding his shoulder too. Listen, Sam Lewis he's a strong dude. 305 bench, 270 power clean, all conference left guard, and very smart too. 3.8 GPA, but I doubt that's the guy you want up there, Chris, when they're kicking onside kicks every single time.
You got to have your hands, team. Hey, let them coach the way. We'll just keep scoring and keep kicking, taking advantage of that.
Under center, handoff. Clayton Crosby, he's met at the line. He's going to be brought down. Good job by Walnut Ridge there. And I think it's number 82, and that is number 82. That's Mason Andrews, the all-conference, all 3A3 Walnut Ridge player there. He added 30 pounds to his lift in the offseason. And he's their starting catcher in baseball is number 82 there in orange, as you see him on the screen there. Good player, and he really hurt us last year. He's got 15 receptions this year and 140 yards. Good job by our cameraman there getting number 82 on the camera there.
2nd and 10. Don't be surprised if we don't pass on this possession right here. We've been pretty accurate tonight. So.
I totally agree. And we got 4 wide. It kind of looks like it. Fake the handoff. Keeper.
Whoa,
bouncing around. Gutierrez up the middle.
He's gone.
Oh, baby, number 2. Let him loose. He's still going.
Oh, man.
Stiff arm to gun. Almost tightrope the sideline. He finally gets brought down.
Hitting that pylon.
Wow.
Half a yard.
What a play by number 2 in white.
Wow.
My goodness.
Athleticism at its best right there.
I tell you what, Chris, he's taking it up another level these last couple of games. He really has. Sandy Aitken says, all you guys are great, especially you, Andy. Thank you, Sandy. I appreciate that, Sandy, so much. I'll take any kind of compliment I get, and I'll pay you your money next week, I promise for that. Jared Grady says 4 plays, 56-yard drive, 11 rushes, 11 yards rushing, 45 yards passing. I guess that was on the first one there. Handoff.
Comstock, he's in there.
Touchdown. I think he is. Touchdown, C-Town. Gary Comstock up the right side. Tack on 6 for the boys in white.
We wasted about a minute, maybe 15 seconds out of that whole possession right there. I mean, it was
unbelievable.
Quick.
They stormed down the field. Dana Hutt said, hey, Andy, we're trying to watch the game on YouTube, but it keeps freezing up. Any advice? It's got to be your internet there. Everything here looks solid, looks as good as it possibly can be. And you could also try lowering your quality maybe to 4080p. That's an option, too. Sometimes if your internet isn't as strong or if there's issues in your area, if you lower the quality, sometimes that helps, too. Carletta Scobie says, go Corning, woohoo. And what do we have here? False start or?
Yeah, offsides on us.
7:35 to go in this ball game. And I tell you what, this is a lot of fun, folks. It really is. As you see, Corning will take over there about the 8-yard line after that 5-yard penalty. And we'll see what they can do with it. Here you see those big old boys on the right side of the offensive line there.
4 wide on the outside.
Here we go. 2-point conversion from the 8-yard line. They're looking to pass. Gutierrez flushed out, makes the guy miss. He's still going. He cuts it up. Ah, baby. He's going to go right to the helmet over there. Great job by number 2. They let the deuce loose again, and he makes them pay. Katie by the door. Jake Gutierrez is loose, and he means business.
79 is going back out there. They're not, look at him limping. Now, I kicked to him again.
I would too, and why not? And if they're going to keep bringing him out there. Again, now Sam, very smart kid, 3.8 GPA, great offensive lineman, but again, he is an offensive lineman. He's not a hands guy. You don't need to have that kid out there, as Chris has alluded to all night.
Yeah, you don't want to put a lineman out there. That'd be like me going out there. I couldn't even catch a cold. My hands are so bad, so you don't want a lineman out there.
Chris couldn't even catch a cold, he said.
They're not keeping him out there.
Jace Couch says, Andy, I'm waving at you, buddy. Well, I'm waving at you too, brother. I don't know if you can see me from over there. Jace, I'm waving right now. He's over on the away bleacher side right now. Bronson Eddington says, Comstock City. Love it. Don Hopkins Jr., great job. Corning, Brundafield, that almost made my heart stop. You guys are awesome. Bobcats all the way. Here we go. What do you think is going to happen, Chris?
Here we go. Onside. Let's look. Good bounce. Oh, come on. They got that one.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, 79 may somebody pay for that one. He hit the smallest guy out there. So
he's tired of taking hits. He's ready to hit somebody. And I think it was number 88 there on the catch. That's Jaden Blaylock. He's a sophomore. Now, listen, that sophomore is something else now. He's got good size, too, 6'2", 160. He impressed Coach Blake in the spring quite a bit as a sophomore, and don't be surprised if he's the next big name here in Walnut Ridge. He even has 9 tackles, I think it was. I counted on defense this year, so he's very active. Number 88 in orange.
All right, this is Walnut Ridge third possession. Let's see what they do there. Looks like we're going to stun on this. Look at that defense.
I think you're right. From the near side here, they got the edge. That's Maury Thomas, and Parker Davis is going to bring him down.
I don't
or
think
did he?
down.
He's not down. Gets back up. The whistle never blew. Folks, watch this one again.
Down. I don't know why. It's a wonder he didn't get tagged for that one.
Yeah, watch this. Number 45 comes up and hits him. I couldn't tell. I don't think his knee was down.
No, he's a wonder he didn't get tagged after that. But
You keep playing until the whistle. Obviously, you play not even to the whistle, but through the whistle. But either way, first down. Listen, Corning has not faced a mobile running quarterback this year, but Maury Thomas is definitely that. And he's got 4.6 40 speed, all-league receiver last year.
I think they moved, but I don't guess they
Low snap,
Whoa.
going deep.
Come on.
Parker Davis has got a chance at this, and he deflects it. Good job. Hey, Parker Davis has been big-time back here on defense, number 45 and wide, as we see him right there. Parker, he's a three-sport athlete, and he's a heck of a player, number 45 in white. And I tell you what, he made a great play there. But listen, give Blaylock credit too, though. Jaden Blaylock essentially turned from a receiver to defensive back there and made the play.
Okay, we got second down and 10.
7 minutes to go here in Walnut Ridge on homecoming night.
That
That's Kai Watson, all the room in the world on that far side. Amaker brings him down, and so does Comstock.
Didn't get the first, though.
Man, you got two guys flying in there to try to keep him from getting that first down. And they did a very, very good job there. Jim Hill's watching from Nashville, Arkansas, class of 83. Go Corning High School, he says. Sandy Eddington says YouTube is working great.
Third and 2. Come on, defense.
Cooper Hawkins said it's Parker Davis Island out there. Well, you're right. He's one-on-one with Blaylock.
Come on. Oh, he may have got the first on that.
I think he did there. It's Blaine Wade. It's number 30. Again, he's an all-league linebacker, but he's playing some offense tonight with Cole Manning out. He benches 300, squats 470. Try to bring down a guy like that that's coming downhill. My goodness.
Well, Cole Manning's been out for a pretty good while this year.
All righty, folks.
Yeah, Cole played last week and even scored 2 touchdowns, but he sure did not look 100% by any means. We've got 6:40 to go here in this ball game. Maury Thomas near side. Thomas is going to score. There's nobody there.
Showboat, you got your down.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the holding the football down there. I mean, anything can happen. What if that thing slips out of your hand on a cold night and you're on a lot of highlight reels for the wrong reason? But either way, great job by Maury Thomas, and great job by the receivers and tight end down here on the near side. Big-time blocks down there.
I know the
to make
defense
that
is saying,
happen.
"Guy, you're 24 points down. You're showboat. Trying to disrespect the Corning defense. That's not going to fly." So,
yeah, they're not going to like that at all. Definitely not going to like that at all when he's doing that.
Well, I got everybody up there on the line of scrimmage. Look at that.
Lines up for the 2-point conversion attempt.
Bodies everywhere.
He got it. They got it.
Good job by number 30 there, and that again is Blaine Wade. And
6:33 left to go in the first half.
Coach Blake talking about him. He said he's got a mean streak.
24-8.
Number 30 in orange there. Coach Blake said he has a mean streak, and you can definitely tell there. Well, we've got an opportunity, guys. We want to mention there's a public auction at the former residence of Helen Tyler, 121 South Maple Street, Reno, Arkansas, on Saturday, October 24th at 10 a.m. Public auction at the former residence of Helen Tyler, 121 South Maple Street, Reno, Arkansas, Saturday, October 24th at 10 a.m. Get there early for that. Substitute bus drivers needed at Corning High School. Contact Ralph Morrow, 870-378-4064. Substitute bus drivers needed at Corning High School. Contact Ralph Morrow, 870-378-4064. We had a lot of excitement so far here early on, Chris.
I wonder if Walnut Ridge is going to onside kick. Them being down 16 points.
I
sure would.
It sure looks like it. They got a lot of hands guys down here on the near side.
All right. Say number 88 asking for some more people to come up. So
it looks like that's what it's going to be. That's going to be a little pooch kid, one of the two. We'll see what happens here.
Right.
Onside kick.
There
Eddington trying to get on it. Red Eddington falls on it. Good job, number 25 in white. He had a crawl to it, but he got it.
Number 25 crawling up and muffing the ball.
That's all that matters. There's no style points.
Good field position. We got 6 minutes, 32 seconds left. We got 2 timeouts. I like this.
Absolutely. Good job there. Again, Red Eddington. He's a junior, 5'9", 185. And tell you what, he'll come in here at some point at running back. He's solid between the tackles. And defensively, he's got 10 tackles. And I think almost 50 yards rushing this season and a touchdown and a fumble recovery. He's all over the place. And again, guys, we hope you cannot hear the PA system. We can't hear a thing up here when we talk. It's 6:30 to go here in the second quarter. Maybe Walnut Ridge has new life here.
Number 2.
Going to Oh, we got strung out. He may have lost 3 yards on that play.
I think that was a busted play there. I really do.
Looked like he was going to show to pass the ball, then something, I guess, receiver was covered. He decided to run for it.
Good job of Mason Andrews, number 82 there. That kid is a baller now. All conference last year at tight end. We mentioned that. And mentioned he added 30 pounds his lift. Came in with 10, 11 tackles this year, and he's got several tonight. He's really picking up the play on defense since Cole Manning's been out.
Second down and about, 13, 14 yards.
Folks, come on, let them hear you, D.
It says Rivercrest is winning 28-7 right now. Thank you, Carson, for the update there. My goodness, Rivercrest all over Osceola early on.
All right.
Hard toss.
Come on.
Looking for some room.
That was a hard toss. We've got a PA announcer that's a play-by-play announcer, it sounds like, down there. We can't hardly get anything in here, so we apologize if you can't hear us. But that was a hard line drive toss to Amaker. That ball just kind of fitted into his stomach there.
He got about 5 yards out of it, so we're about 3rd and 7 now.
Can the PA announcer talk while the play's in action? I don't think that's –
doing it. When you're a home crowd, you can do about anything you want to sometimes.
Well, I guess that's probably true, too. I didn't know you could do that while the play's in action, but I guess he is. He's calling the game like we are, it sounds like. 3rd down and about 8 to go here, 5:15 to go, 8 seconds on the play clock. Crosby in motion. Fake the handoff, looking to pass, looking for Grubb. That's okay. Hey, throw it out of bounds. Or, hey, if your guy can't catch it, no one's going to catch it there. You know, earlier in the year, Gutierrez might have taken a sack there, lost more yardage. Good job there. Now, Coach Treadway has a decision to make here.
We're going to have to punt here.
You've got
I've never heard a PA announcer do a play-by-play. That's a little odd to me.
Yeah, I don't think it's I'm not even sure that's allowed. And he's a very nice guy, folks. I'm not saying anything. Very nice guy. Was very nice earlier to us, and I even went down to tell him to turn it down just a little bit, and he has. Speaking of, man, great job this week as far as hospitality.
We're going for this.
From Walnut Ridge. We appreciate their staff so much this week.
I'm going to try to get him drop off sides. He's going to call a timeout, and he's going to punt the ball.
Hard count there. You know, line up there. If you like something, if it looks good, go ahead and run a play. If not, hard count, call a timeout. And that's exactly what Treadway did. We'll see if they decide to do anything. You know, they may decide to do something here. Who knows? But
I kind of think he's going to punt this one.
I kind of think you're right there. Again, guys, we appreciate y'all for tuning in with us. If you don't mind, if you would share this feed, tag somebody if you can. We sure would appreciate this. You know, these kids, we want as many people seeing them as possible, and we sure would appreciate that. Jeff Page, you guys are coming through real good. Sounds fine. Well, good. It's just so hard. We're hearing him so loud, and I can't even really hear myself talk. It's a little weird, but it is what it is, though. Stephanie Anderson said, we can hear you just fine. Brenda Fields, I can hear you just fine. Well, awesome. That makes us feel good. Carson says, Hoxie 22, Piggott 0 early on there.
I say 28 points. So
You're very close. Jeffrey Jones, you can hear us just fine. Sandy Eddington said, good job, Brett. He did do a good job of getting that onside kick earlier. You know, without him, we wouldn't have had the ball in this possession anyways, but it looks like Walnut Ridge did a good job of stopping the Bobcats of Corning. Walker Ward's going to be your return man, the sophomore, 6', 155. He has 102 rushing yards this year, number 3 in orange. Comstock to punt for Corning.
Keep them out of the end zone.
Totally agree.
Come on, get a good bounce,
And it does not take a good Corning bounce until the very, very end there. It's going to go out of bounds at about the 37-yard line, we're going to call it, of Walnut Ridge with 4:59 to go.
They got 3 timeouts, too, so we got to keep them out of this end zone. Don't let them get confidence back in them.
Yeah, that's right. Get the momentum going into halftime into the locker room. You definitely don't want that. Chris, tell us a little bit about what's going on in your life. Where are you living at these days? What are you doing these days?
Still living in Mayflower, and so – well, and just loving life. Got 2 kids. Got a first grader and a second grader now. So
Awesome.
Just being a daddy and going to as much high school football as I can.
That keeps you busy enough, I promise you. Mari Thomas, and hard hit there. That's number 53, and that's Mr. Chance Vardell, the senior. Chance has been playing big this year now. You know, I tell you what, there was one game, I think it was Salem. He had 8 or 9 tackles, had a tackle for loss. I mean, he was just everywhere, and that's a big-time play there by your senior. Mari Thomas had a head of steam, and he was a wall.
All right, this is, 2nd and 8. We need another big stand like that one. See what the defense is going to do here. Uh-oh, come on, bring this out. There you go.
Kai Watson on the handoff, and look at big old Wilkins. You had Amaker, you had Comstock, you had Eddington. You can give it to just about anybody. Look at big old 67 there. Now that's a man right there, folks. 6'1", 345.
Defense real aggressive on that play right
yes,
there.
Yes, sir. 330 bench press for number 67. I mean, he is a big old boy now. That's Dakota Wilkins. And I believe that kid should be playing somewhere next year other than high school football, I promise you.
Let's bring the kitchen sink on this one. Uh-oh, hand off to number 30. Oh!
Great job down there by Gary Comstock, I believe is who it was. was. Number 44, and it was. Let's watch that one again.
That
Watch
was huge.
Comstock, folks. Watch Comstock right in the dead center of your screen right here. Watch what he does right here. Shoots the gap and bam. Gets him low. Hey, those big guys like that. Listen, number 30, Blaine Wade is strong, man. He's one of the strongest kids here for Walnut Ridge. You got to get him down low. 4th down and about 7, and Walnut Ridge, I think, is going for it, Chris.
Surely not. If they go for this, I guess they are. Unless maybe he may punt it out.
Same thing Treadway and staff did. They're going to try to draw him off sides here.
Timeout charge, Walnut Ridge.
We got 3:23, and we'll have one timeout if they punt the ball. And so.
3:23 to go, like Chris said here. Hey, guys, I want to talk about Coach Dutch No. Coach Dutch No is a Corning Bobcat coaching legend, if you ask me. 55-17-2 in just 7 seasons at Corning. Won 3 district championships in 1970, 1973, and 1975, and had an undefeated regular season in 1973. And, guys, if you have any Coach Dutch No stories, we sure love to hear them. Do you have any Dutch No stories, or were you too young?
I know Dutch well. Dutch is like a uncle to me. There's a lot of Dutch. Dutch like to scare people. I remember one time they had a guy from the state come down to view the high school at Corning, Arkansas, and he thought it was just John Richardson coming down, and it was actually one of the guys from the State Department, and Dutch hides in the trash can and scares him. I mean, I think the guy almost wet his pants. He was scared so bad, but he probably didn't want to come back to Corning after that.
Oh, that's awesome. Have you seen Coach Treadway there on the sideline? This is Coach Treadway's kind of homecoming, if you will, even though it's homecoming here tonight for Walnut Ridge. He's been on these sidelines many, many years, but on the other side. And I love that Coach Dutch No story. That's awesome. 4th down, 3:23 to go.
Wow.
Double handoff.
Oh, man.
Kai Watson. I'm sorry, that's not Kai Watson. That's number 3.
That's a horse collar tackle there. They're going to call it.
Yeah. Walker
that
Ward.
May be 15 yards right there.
Walker Ward with a 1st down. I think Chris is right. I think they're going to get a horse collar. Good play call there by Coach Blake. The misdirection there of the double handoff really, really got Corning there looking one way and chasing another.
Speaking of Dutch No, that 1973 team, that might have been one of the best teams that ever come through Corning. It's the first time they ever went undefeated in a season.
Yeah, that was a very, very good, very, very good season there. I know Stormy Lynch had a season, I think, in 1947, but there's been some stories about that and how they went undefeated. So I don't know, what gets put down in the record book or not. But either way, 1st down and 10, and Dutch No was a great one. I hear a lot of good Dutch No stories.
Lord, look at that.
Good blocking.
See, there's a load. That's about 8 yards right there.
Yeah, that's Blaine Wade, and Coach Blake said he has a mean streak, does Blaine Wade, and he's an all-league linebacker, but hadn't to play running back tonight with Cole Manning out. And, man, had nearly 70 tackles last year. Did that man right there. And listen, get off the tracks when the train's coming through. When he gets north and south and gets ahead of steam, he's hard to stop. But listen, that started with that left side of the offensive line, those big hog mollies up there for Walnut Ridge. They did a fantastic job.
Man, he's not going down. Look at him. He went about 3 or more yards after he was hit. Maybe 4.
Chris, this has been a bruising game on both sides.
Very physical.
Very physical. Yes, sir. You're not kidding.
2:38 left. They got one timeout. We have got to make a big stop here. 2nd and 2.
Under 2:30 to go in this second quarter in the first half. Second down and short.
Trying to get him fired up.
And he sure is right now. Maury Thomas, keeper, far
He
side.
is.
Jordan Grubb somehow gets out there and makes a tackle. May have stopped him from getting a 1st down. Big time play there by number 5 in white.
That's what you call stiff arm gone bad.
Yes, it is. They're going to do a chain measurement maybe? Nope, they gave him the 1st down. Hey, listen, great job by Jordan Grubb, though. It looked like Maury Thomas had all the room in the world, and the next thing you know, bam, like a rocket, man, just came out of nowhere. You're either the hammer or the nail, and then Jordan Grubb was the sledgehammer right there.
Clock is moving. Ball on about the 21-yard line. 2 minutes left in the game. We have got to make a big stop.
Come on, let them hear you. That's your boys out there.
Here we go, Maury Thomas. Shotgun.
Keep it out. There you go.
Near side.
There
Great job. Ball's on the ground. Corning has it. Turnover. Big time turnover.
Number 11's got the ball.
Great job there by the Corning Bobcats. And here we go. Big time stop by the defense. Watch this one again. That was Comstock with the tackle, the forced fumble, and Crosby right there. Right place at the right time. Look, Ma, look what I found. Got on it in a hurry.
I'm just glad, if nothing else, we can go in this locker room to a 16-point lead.
I think it's awesome, man. I really do. We've got Jacqueline Leonard. I see my girls out there, Riley McMasters and Cheyenne Eddington. And here's some of the Red Line as well, some of the Red Line Media Facebook page. Doug Kennedy watching all the way from Oak Grove Heights. Don Hubbard, I'm starting to get flashbacks of the late 70s and early 80s. Bobcats are back, baby. Amaker, far side. He's got the edge. Here comes Flash. Makes a move, cuts it up.
Get out of bounds.
And I think he did get out of bounds. 1:40 to go. Good observation there by Chris Campbell because the time is a-ticking here in Walnut Ridge.
Let's see what the refs call it.
How about Flash there, number 1 on your screen? Man,
That's going to be a Corning first down.
you can't let him have the edge like that, and that's the thing. When you got a guy that's got 4.5 40 speed, he gets the edge, man, it could be good night in a hurry.
Minute 40 left. Let's see.
Linda Johnson says
the
teamwork.
clock's running. We got to get up there. Come on, guys. We got to get up there.
1:30 to go. That was, I guess they were waiting for the first down chains there to get set.
You never know how they're going to call that.
Yeah, 5 seconds on the play clock. We really do have to hurry up here.
on, guys.
2 seconds. Down to 1 second. There they go. They get it off. Up the middle. Comstock, head of steam.
That's about 8 yards there.
Spin cycle and falls forward. Chris is right about 8, maybe 9 yards. Down to 1:14. The clock is a-ticking. We've got
not our friend.
No, it's not. We've got one timeout, though.
9-yard gain.
Come on, guys. We need to get on the line of scrimmage.
Jordan Grubb on that far side. Is he going off the field or is he staying in? We'll see. He's
Come on,
going.
guys. Get up there. Let's go. Let's go.
Jordan Grubb's still on the. Hey, Jordan Grubb's still on the sideline. Watch out for number 5 up there.
All
right.
I think he's off now.
Come on.
He's off now.
Come on,
Handoff up the middle. No, they fake it. Gutierrez, first down.
First down. Stop the clock, ref.
Move the
Stop
chains.
clock. 46 seconds left.
Little extracurricular activity down there at the end of the play.
That was number 2 with the quarterback keeper.
That's Gutierrez.
All right. We don't. Come on, guys. Let's get on the line of scrimmage.
First down.
Cynthia Bowen says the Walnut Ridge announcer's not bothering me. Okay, very good. That's on our red line side. Miss Flores says thanks for going live so I can see my brother Rocky since I can't be there in person. We are very welcome, Miss Flores. We got 38 seconds to go here. If the Corning Bobcats are going to do something, they got to hurry. Only one timeout left.
All right, come on. Let's see.
Jordan Grubb, near side receiver, flex bone. Lucas in motion. Gutierrez under center. Fake the handoff, looking to pass. He's got a guy. A Comstock. Good block by Jordan Grubb. Comstock to the 20, near side. They're not going to catch him tonight. Touchdown! CHS. Holy hay bells, what a play. Watch this block by number 5. Yes, sir.
That block really opened it up right there, I tell you.
And listen, Comstock deceptively has really good speed, 4.7 40 speed. And I really thought that was going to Grubb at first, and Comstock really, really late came out of the flats.
That wasn't a block. That was a pancake right there. He's pouring syrup on that kid right now.
That was a dough roller right there, man. That was he lit him up. It's a lumber yard out there. They're bringing the wood for sure on both sides. They really have been some hard hits tonight.
When Treadway shows that film, he'll be glad. He'll be replaying that a lot this week.
Yes, sir. 18 seconds to go in this second quarter. Just a 2-point conversion. Looking to pass. Gutierrez flings it out.
Man.
Good job down there by number 3, and that is Walker Ward. It's really weird. Gutierrez doesn't really follow through. He kind of flings it, kind of zips it almost. That time it didn't work, but for the most part tonight it has. And, man, we've had a lot of fun here, guys, on homecoming night for Walnut Ridge, as you see your score there.
18 seconds left.
Man, 30 before halftime. That's a big deal here for this Corning Bobcat offense.
Last year we were up about 24 or something. They come back 21.
Well,
so
and
keep that in the back of your mind.
Exactly. And listen, we've seen them kick an onside kick tonight too. So if they are able to score or kick off here in the second half, you might see that again. And you can chase possessions like that and gain some. And, guys, listen, we wanted to talk about Coach Don Campbell because his son here. We mentioned it earlier, but listen, we need prayers for Coach Don Campbell. He wouldn't want me to mention that, but I'm going to mention it anyways because he's a heck of a guy and I love him to death. And I want you guys to be thinking about Coach Don Campbell and what he's going through right now. We did not have our First Baptist Church watch party. I'm mixing my words there and blending them. Did not have the First Baptist Church watch party. We're sure hoping that continues next week. That's an awesome thing that they have been doing. And Daniel Plemons and the gang over there, we sure appreciate you guys. Death, taxes, and Rocky Flores onside kicks. We'll see if we see another one. And we do.
Wow, we may get
slow roller, and Walnut Ridge came up and got it. Great job. Who was that?
I don't think it went 10 yards, but now they drove up to get the ball, so I don't know.
Yeah, I think they can number 88, and I believe that's the Blaylock kid, the sophomore. Yes, it is. Again, he impressed Coach Blake in the spring, and we'll see what the officials are saying here. I don't know what
the ball didn't go 10 yards, but I think he's the Walnut Ridge guy. I want to say he went to touch the ball anyway.
Did we nip it before it went 10 maybe? I'm not sure. We shall see. Coach Treadway's acting like Rocky Flores needs to get back out there and re-kick. I don't know what's going on here.
I don't think it went 10 yards.
Now, if they're lined up, if Walnut Ridge is lined up off sides, in other words, they can't line up within, I think, 10 yards of where the kickoff is. Now, if one of their up men was lined up too close.
That's on us. Looks like.
Yeah.
Didn't go 10 yards.
Is that a pre-snap?
Blocking foul against Corning.
Blocking
Move the
foul.
ball up a few yards for the Bobcats.
Now, Chris, I'm going to be the first to admit that I don't know the rules on a kickoff, but what is a blocking foul? Honest
I
to
don't know that
God.
myself. They changed so much because of the onside kicks, that PA used to do. Wow.
After the penalty
Well,
yard
this is
for
a
The only thing
big.
I don't know what a blocking. That's my,
It's
that's
gotta
my
be-
friends, that one.
Walnut Ridge is
Golly, look at that, though. That's about a 15, 20-yard penalty right
It's got to be something personal foul-wise. That's huge right there. Again, 18 seconds to go.
Come on.
It ain't
Let them
good.
hear you.
Yeah, it's not good at all.
Come on, guys. Oh, Lord, we ain't got good odds here. Come on, come on.
And that is Walker near side. He's going to be brought
10
down
seconds
by
left.
Jordan Grubb, 9
They're
seconds.
calling timeout either way.
Jeff Blake, they've got two of them at their dismay, and they're going to call a timeout there. And good job by Coach Jeff Blake to get that down there and get it out there quick enough. And they've got at least time for one play, maybe two plays. They do have another timeout left to use.
We have got
Man.
to come up with something to add. I hope he sends a kitchen sink here. Don't give them time to even think about it because we do not need them to score. I would love to go in with a 22-point lead at halftime. Would be great.
I totally agree, absolutely agree, and that would be huge. Again, remember, last year we had a big lead at halftime. It still didn't matter. It came down to the very end. Pamela Reed, we're watching from Kansas City, Missouri. Awesome stuff. Colton Blankenship is with us, Mackenzie Wheatley. Sandy Ayton, I can hear the Corning cheerleaders, especially Riley McMasters and Cheyenne Eddington. I can too. They're out here on the road, and we sure appreciate them. Debbie Rose Hill says, great job, CHS, we love you. This could be the final play of the first half. 8 seconds to go. One timeout left for Walnut Ridge. Mari Thomas, shotgun formation. One wide out to Blaylock. Mason Andrews up the center. That's who they're going for. Parker Davis with a pick. He's got a lot of room, and he's got blockers. They're going to call a touchback. How can you do that? How can you do that? I don't understand.
That is a high school rule.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah, that is. Unfortunately. Anytime, though, yeah, that is a rule, unfortunately.
I did not know that. I did not know that.
Well, it is on kickoff, but on interception, I don't.
Man, he had all kinds. You couldn't see it on the screen, but he had all kinds of room in blockers. Listen, 70% of the world is covered by water. The rest of it's covered by Parker Davis. My goodness, that young man has been everywhere.
1 second.
One second. Do you take a shot here, Chris?
I take a knee, but it's not my call.
Gamble a little bit here. They've got 12. They just said inadvertent whistle.
Yeah, I hate that call.
Oh, that I'm not saying Parker Davis scores on that, but my goodness, he had a shot. He had a lot of blockers and a lot of room. Inadvertent whistle. My goodness. That's tough, man.
Even Walnut Ridge fans are upset with it. Now that's
yeah, you can even hear the Walnut Ridge fans
they'd
over
be
here.
happy, but they're even upset about it.
Shotgun formation. There is 3 wide here. We'll see what Coach Treadway tries to do here. They're looking to throw. Gutierrez looking to go deep. The ball is deflected.
Lord.
And it's down on the ground, almost picked off there by Walnut Ridge.
I'm glad he didn't catch that, number 30. Woof.
You ain't a kidding. Folks, we played 2 quarters of football here in Lawrence County. Corning Bobcats 30, the Walnut Ridge Bobcats 8 here at Sexton Field on homecoming night. Guys, we're going to get you out to a couple of in-game breaks here if we can here in just a minute. Okay. We got one of them that just is not live for some reason. They went down. And Jared Grady says, I need to sit down. I'm having Razorback flashbacks. Yeah, speaking of, Chris, did you see the Hogs game Saturday? Oh, my goodness.
Loved every minute of it.
Man, they played so well, but then to have what happened there at the end,
Yeah, except for that part. But, I mean, it's nice to know that Razorbacks got a chance anytime they're playing a game. SEC made a bad, it was a live ball. They just made a mistake in there. And unfortunately, we got to live with it.
Yeah, we really do, unfortunately. And, man, when it happened live, I did think backwards pass. I never thought intentional grounding, though. My mind didn't think quick enough for that.
I didn't know the rule either on that.
Yeah, but I did think it backwards pass. And either way, what happened was honestly, Arkansas kind of got the bad end of a deal there. And, man, it happens, I guess. It happens. And just like the inadvertent whistle there, we can't, hindsight's 20/20. We can sit there and say, oh, he had a good chance to score. We really don't know. He may have. He may not have. Don't really know. But I tell you what, Director Colton Lettyman's about to get us to some in-game breaks here. But while we're waiting, I want to talk about the playoff procedures this year. So, listen, you have your normal playoff brackets, okay? You have your normal teams out there for your playoff brackets, okay? And so in Conference 3A3, you get 5 teams that are going to go to the playoffs. That is still the case. So this is a big game tonight for both teams. That is still the case. But if your conference, and when I say conference, the entire 3A has just one game that is canceled because of COVID, which we've had several. Corning had one last week. We've had several. Walnut Ridge has had some issues. We've had several, though. You can choose to opt in for a play-in game the week after the regular season. Now, AAA is discouraging that. They're encouraging teams not to do that. If you've only got 1 or 2 wins or no wins, they don't want you doing that really, but you can do that. And I assume there's going to be some coaches that'll probably do that. It'll be interesting.
You want to do everything you can to get in the playoffs, but I thought everyone made the playoffs if a game was canceled because of COVID. So
they can if they choose to opt in, but the AAA is encouraging them. If you didn't make it and you don't have enough wins, they're encouraging them not to go, essentially, to opt in. So it is what it is. I don't know. We got some cheerleaders out there. I apologize if that's –
Now that's loud.
Sorry, guys. I mean, we couldn't hear a thing. I'm so sorry. This PA system is so loud up here. Could not hear a thing.
Right, guys,
so
welcome the Walnut Ridge Alley Cats to the football field.
1 second. Sorry, guys. We can't hear.
Is anyone on the field? Do they have a band, or what are they doing?
I think we've got a little bit of a – it looks like we've got some Pee Wee football out there, I do believe, just about. Here, we're going to go to our HDMI camera here, which is our live look at Manila and Palestine Wheatley. This is your in-game break right now between Palestine Wheatley and the Manila Lions. You see Palestine lining up for a field goal there. It's 13-0. I'm assuming that's the extra point attempt over there in Manila in the second quarter. That field goal is up, and it is good. Again, this is our in-game break. Our in-game break here. Manila and Palestine Wheatley over at Manila. Now, listen, both of those teams need a win in conference if they have any thoughts of making to the playoffs. And we appreciate Colton for giving us that live in-game break there. We don't know if you can hear us. I'm having to talk really, 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 really loud. Can you even hear me, Chris, right now?
I can hear you, but I'm about ready to push that speaker over. That thing is awful. I've never seen that. I've been to a lot of football stadiums. I've never seen someone put a PA speaker. It's a stereo speaker right at the top of the press box. Normally it's mounted.
And it's pointed, it's weird, it's pointed in a different direction than you would notice. Now here at Walnut Ridge, their bleachers are really weird. Like, you would think they'd split in the middle and have it equal. They don't. It's all to the left side, so they've got an extra PA system pointing that way. And we can't hear a thing right now, so I don't know if they can hear us or not, Colton. I don't really know what to do at this point, but this might be a good time to go to our Real Amateur Sports Heroes, and I think that's what we're going to do. Guys, 1 second. We're going to take you to our new segment, Real Amateur Sports Heroes, simply because we can't hear ourselves talk right now. We'll be right back.
CSR presents Real Amateur Sports Heroes. Today we salute you, Mr. 4th down and 17 overly confident offensive coordinator. You take an obvious punting situation and turn it to a baby mama drama test result episode of Jerry Springer. Sure, every analytical chart says not to go for here, but this school didn't hire a math teacher. They hired a borderline or reckless gambling wizard. What's cooler than a triple reverse halfback pass to an ineligible tight end? Your sun visor you wear with stiff gelled hair sticking out like monkey grass. That's what.
Really think we can make it.
You defy the odds while also defying every sense of logic and common sense known to man. And for that, this stream is for you, wild man.
Mr. 4-17 opening conference offensive coordinator.
Sports Report, Corning, Arkansas. CSR presents Real Amateur Sports Heroes.
Real amateur sports heroes.
Today we salute you, Mr. Little League Assistant Coach Fungo Bat Infield Practice Hitter.
Mr. Little League Assistant Coach Fungo Bat Infield Practice Hitter.
Do you do it for the money? No. Do you do it because you're a model citizen? You don't even live there anymore. You do it because your wife was an out-of-towner who never got to witness your all-district glory days.
This one's for you, sugar dumpling.
Lasers hit hard enough to take down an adult rhinoceros with a loud, thundering pop that would make even residents of East St. Louis hit the deck.
I think it's a drive-by.
Armed only with a 6-foot weapon of wooden destruction, you use vocabulary that would make even a war general proud. Stay in front of that bullet, son.
That one's gonna leave a mark.
So sit back and enjoy Corning Sports Report Live, old sultan of the practice swing, for we salute you.
Mr. Little League Assistant Coach Fungo Bat Infield Practice Hitter.
Corning Sports Report, Corning, Arkansas.
Hey guys, that was our new segment this year, Real Amateur Sports Heroes, and I appreciate our new helper tonight. I don't know where he went, but he's got our stats here a little bit. Gary Comstock has 7 tackles already in the first half, and he had 1 forced fumble too, by the way. Clayton Crosby has 3 tackles and he's got 1 fumble recovery as well. Xander getting out there, number 17, has 2 tackles tonight. Parker Davis with the pick, obviously, big-time pick. You know, we've got a lot of players that maybe didn't make a lot of plays last year in this game that have came up big tonight in this game for us. Jordan Grubb obviously has been big tonight. You've seen him. Parker Davis coming up big with a couple of tackles, interception. It's been a lot of fun early on so far. And, again, around the league a little bit here, we've got a couple of games out there going on. I'm going to take you to one of them right now, and it is Osceola and Rivercrest. We'll take you out there for just a second, guys. And that score right now.
I haven't been in the Rivercrest field. That thing is nice.
Yes, sir. That's the old cotton patch.
2 or 3 years old.
It's the old cotton patch over. You can't see the score right now, but it is 42-7 in favor of Rivercrest. We can take our scoreboard off, I think, which we might do for just a second so you can see it. 42-7 in favor of Rivercrest. There's Dontavian Littleton rolling to his right. He's looking to pass, and it's incomplete. Man, I really thought Osceola's defense would hold up a little bit better than that, just to be honest with you. And to be honest with you, they just haven't.
I tell you, in the 90s, it would be it'd be 42 Osceola, Rivercrest 7, and probably 0. Back in the 90s, Osceola was dominant.
Yeah,
in every sense of the word.
They sure was, and but anyways, it is what it is, and that's a big time game there for both teams. That was not scheduled there as well. That game was not, so wasn't originally scheduled. It was Harrisburg versus Osceola originally. And Harrisburg had some COVID issues there, COVID-related issues. As you see, Osceola up the middle. Great job there by the Seminoles moving the football there.
Of course,
again,
what you don't know a lot of times, like last week,
Next, we'd like to perform a
Magnolia played Crosset, and they got beat pretty good. They had 9 starters out, so you don't know how many starters are out. You know, some guys are just old school, and they'll play without them, and it'll cost you a football game. But
couldn't agree more. And again, big thanks this week to all the helpers here at Walnut Ridge. We had the IT guy, Kerry, has been great to us. The athletic director has been fantastic. We sure appreciate him this week. Jacob, he's been really good to us, so we sure appreciate him. And even the PA announcer, I mean, he was very helpful earlier. It's just we can't hear a thing up here, and they knew we were going to be up here. But it is what it is. You know, these things happen. So it's part of having to deal with things, and that's what we're going to do the best we can. Again, we couldn't hear a thing earlier, so we had to go off of this. You can't hear it because these headsets are really good, but it is really, really loud up here. But it's just something you got to deal with, and it is what it is, and we're just going to deal with it. So we got our sponsors there that are coming up on the bottom half there of your screen, the bottom left of your screen, if you will, there. We've got about 9:30 to go here in the halftime section of this game. Guys, listen, basketball season's right around the corner. Hey, CSR needs some sponsor slots there. Need some of those filled. We got 3 or 4 of those left. that we can have available for sponsors for basketball. Basketball sponsorship's only $400 for the entire basketball season, and we sure would appreciate everybody jumping on there with us if you can. Again, we thanked all the Walnut Ridge folks there for helping us out. We talked about the Auburn-Arkansas game, and Miss Wiedemann, Mary Wiedemann, she jumped on, and she was not very happy with that ending. Wasn't very happy at all, which is it is what it is, you know. And
I still hope we play Ole Miss tomorrow because I could almost see them canceling the football game, but I don't think, to my knowledge, they have yet. So.
I'm exceptionally proud of this group.
Yeah, I totally agree. And it's tough, you know, when you're dealing with this stuff. I think there's a certain number in college of players that you have to have available in order to play, is my understanding. I don't know what that number is. It's 50-something, I think. And if Ole Miss has 50-something players available to play, they will play that game. But we shall see. I think they would have found out today, though. I think today was the test results coming back in. I don't know. But, hey, something else that's really cool. Hey, 3 out of our last 4 streams that we've done, we've had a college scout watching. That's awesome stuff. So we appreciate all you guys. When you share this feed, you never know who might be seeing that, getting these kids seen out there, and that means an awful lot to us. 3 out of the last 4 we've had that. That's really, really neat. So some cool stats that was coming into this game we didn't get a chance to mention because we had the homecoming, the Walnut Ridge homecoming. We wanted to get that out there for the Walnut Ridge fans, the parents, the families to see that. So we did that. But Corning was 5-2 coming into this game under Treadway when scoring first. Well, they scored first, so you like their chances there. It's a pretty good number. You like their chances there. It's the first time this year they have entered conference play with a winning record, and also the first time they've entered the middle of October with a winning record since 2007. That's big-time stuff there. A win tonight would be the first time they've had 4 wins before November since 2007. So
you know what happened in 2007, don't you?
Yes, sir, I do. Yes, sir, I do.
District championship. You know, I don't know if we'll win district, but hey, we'll go to the playoffs. We've got a winning record. We've got a winning attitude. You know, culture's changing in Corning right now. Players' attitudes changing. You got to love it.
I love it. I absolutely love it. And we've got several people on here tonight. We appreciate all you guys. Chris Campbell is on here. You're even commenting on here. Sandy says, yes, we can hear you, Andy. Great. First half total offensive stats, 170 rushing yards for Corning, 98 passing yards, according to Jared Grady. We appreciate you for putting that on there for us. Whitney Jones says, yes, we can clearly hear all of your disrespectful comments. Classy move on representing the integrity of your school. Broadcasters being professional would represent much nicer on the Corning Bobcats. Well, we appreciate your intake there and your side on that, and that's totally fine. But everyone's been nice to us here this week, and of course I knew we were going to be up here, and we've got this right in our ear, and we can't hear a thing. You guys may not be able to hear it, but I promise you we can, and we've never had that before. So I've been doing this a while, and I know Chris has been doing games for a while and never had that. But we appreciate you tuning in. We appreciate your comment. I'll even mention those comments anytime they come up, and we'll gladly take those. So.
You can't make everyone happy.
Well, no, you can't, and that's okay. It is what it is. Susie Thomason's on with us. Blake Calhoun, did y'all see the Arkansas State game last night? I didn't see it, but I seen the numbers from it. Holy cow!
I got a 6 and 8 year old, so I had to watch Scooby-Doo last night, so I didn't get to watch all the football games. So. Scooby-Doo,
where are you? He's singing that right now in his head. He's probably got it etched into his brain right now. Several. Doug Kennedy says, played against Coach Paul Stovall in 71, his last year coaching on that field, this very field right there. They beat us, but they played and lost in the state championship game that year. That's awesome stuff right there. Again, as Chris alluded to, these Corning Walnut Ridge games used to be some big games.
1970, I believe that was the year Hot Dog.
Yeah.
What was that guy's? It might have been McLean. I can't remember. He catches him right at the goal line. It was called the Corning famous stand. Stopped him on 4 downs.
Yeah.
I think Corning ended up winning like 7-6 or something like that, but or 3-0. But it's Corning. It's always a close game when they play.
Rolando McLean was my understanding. He was a transfer in. He was one of the fastest kids in the state.
District.
Yeah, and he broke loose, is my understanding. And like you said, Hot Dog Britt James ran him down at the 1 yard line, and they had the goal line stand. And did they win in overtime, or was it just they win? I can't remember. Anyways, yeah, I think they won 3-0 if I remember right. But anyways. Awesome game. And if anybody else got any Walnut Ridge Corning members, we'd love to hear them. A lot of great history there between these two teams.
I was a manager in 1982, the best Walnut Ridge game I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Before I was a man, before warm-ups, a guy named Rainwater was kicking 45 yards like they were chip shots. And I thought to myself, I hope this game doesn't come into a field goal. Lo and behold, with about 2 minutes, 32 seconds left, Walnut Ridge lines up for a field goal, and I thought, we're beat. We're never going to win this. Or it might have been less than that. Well, somehow he misses that field goal. I don't know how. I'd have bet my house he was going to make it. They went to 2 overtimes, and we finally scored. A guy named Bentley. He got Bo over the top. We had a guy named Bentley Hovis. Bentley went over the top, went right behind a guy named Jalen Rigdon. Was in the huddle. My dad went in the huddle, and Jalen looked at Bentley Hovis and said, "You get behind me, and I'll put you in the end zone." And anybody knows Jalen Rigdon, he's lived up to his word. And Bentley got in the end zone, we scored. Crowd went nuts. I mean, there was a crowd on both sides of the field. Dad's afraid we're going to get a penalty. He's telling all the crowd to get back and everything. But, we won the game. That was one of my favorite Walnut Ridge games that I ever got to witness.
That's awesome. Awesome stuff. And, those Walnut Ridge games are very important, and so is this one. As you look right here, this is E3A3 conference standings as of right now with 4 games left, including this week. And, again, if your top 5 is going to go there, very, very important game, especially with Walnut Ridge right now because they've lost 3 currently. And you lose 4, it's really, really tough. You got to have a lot of things work out for you. And their schedule's kind of backloaded, unfortunately, for them, and pretty heavy on the back end. And Palestine Wheatley looks like they're up right now. It's still early, about halftime there against Manila. Of course, Osceola not playing a conference game this week.
Good to see my good friend Tom Sears, head coach at Hoxie. He got them 2-0. Me and Tom were both freshmen together at UAM. Then he ended up transferring to Arkansas State, being the starting quarterback. Then I transferred to Henderson, but I've known him since 1989.
I tell you what, he's done a fantastic job over there at Hoxie. It looks like they're about to go 3-0. I know it's still early there, but really big lead for Hoxie. That'll move Pickett to 2-2 if that game stays the way it is. And we will tune back into that game. Obviously, Harrisburg off this week with the COVID issues, and Osceola was their opponent, so they're playing Rivercrest tonight, so no conference games there for those 2 teams. And we got you back over here. I think Colton's got some more. Blake Calhoun says, who we got next week? We've got Palestine Wheatley next week at home. It's a home game. Palestine Wheatley didn't win a game last year, but they look a lot better this year. Very good offense so far, and they're really multiple. We got a long way to go in this game, though. We can't get away from this game because last year y'all all know what happened. Whether we looked forward or not, I don't know, but we had a 4-possession lead in the second half, and Walnut Ridge just battled their way back. And it is homecoming. They are at home tonight. I promise you they're going to come out of that halftime locker room ready to fight. But
you can bet that coach in there telling that too. Say this is nothing. We were down this much or more last year. We can come back. So he's got them believing they're going to be able to do it. So
I guarantee you. Carla Whitman said, I heard that story. Jalen's favorite story to tell. He was a diehard Bobcat. Sure do miss Jay. Morgan Wilkins says, go Bobcats. Wilkins 67 and America 1 are just killing it tonight. Yes, they are. Mark Farrell, I did. Great game. Cindy Anton, you're one of the best broadcasters. I really get a kick out of y'all. CSR. Thank you. We appreciate that. I'm loving what the Senior High Bobcats are doing tonight. Erica Raper. Mark Farrell, it's great to turn. It's great fun to see our CHS Cats have this much success. Greg Kate says, good job, guys. Totally agree. And it's a lot of fun out here, especially when you're winning, obviously. But, again, there's a lot of business at hand here. Second half is still up here.
I'll tell you what, I'd love to see the third quarter be like the first quarter with us keeping the ball the entire quarter and score a touchdown. I would love to see that. Get the ball out of Walnut Ridge's hand. I do not want to give them a chance to start to come back. But I think this first possession is key. We need to take it down. We need to score, make a statement.
I totally agree. Could not agree with you more there, Chris. And we'll see what happens here on this first possession. And I tell you, it's a beautiful night for some football. We've got 44 seconds. I was trying to get up there. I can't actually see. Me and Chris can't see the field from here. It's got a little bit of a wall there, and it's raised. Can't see the field, so we have to stand up to actually see the field there as we get you down to one of our cameras right there. And, guys, we'll be bringing you the second half here in just a second. Matter of fact, we'll be bringing it to you here in about 20 seconds, unless they put some more time back on the clock, which they've been known to do here this year. Give these teams ample time to get ready, and can't blame them there at all. Guys, we want to know where you're tuning in from with us tonight. As David Stevens says, Rivercrest is winning 42-14 over Osceola. Yes, sir. We actually tuned into that game just a second ago. Blake Calhoun says, I remember Corning beating Hoxie by PAT from Matt Carpenter. Good stuff there. Love to hear the old memories. Bruce and Brenda McGrew says, miss my dear brother. And we've got several of y'all tuned in with us tonight. We're getting ready for the second half action here live from Walnut Ridge, Arkansas. As you see the head official there, our cameraman not sure he's zooming in, zooming out, zooming out.
Before this game's over, I better tell the 1976 game before I get lynched by some of those guys. So I will. Well, later on tonight, we'll tell the 76 story.
I'm going to write that down so you and I both do not forget it and put an asterisk by it there just to make sure we don't forget it. B Branch, Arkansas is where Bronda Pearson's tuning in from. Mark Farrow, I'm at home in Corning, Arkansas. Brittany George says, Jagger and Blaze say, good job, Bobcats. We love to hear that. Sarah Ann says, I remember in 1979 game at Walnut Ridge, Corning had a chance to add to the lead with a few seconds left. I can still remember Coach Campbell yelling at quarterback Ronnie Burns, Ronnie, if you score, I will have everybody up at the field tomorrow morning running. Grant Smith with a smile there. Awesome stuff. We've got a kick here.
That looks like an onside kick to me.
I was just going to say the same thing. That's number 22, Parker Carmack, looking to kick, and looks like he's a lefty too, and it is an onside kick. We'll see if we get it.
We got there. We go.
Eli Mason on the onside kick recovery.
Why does that 50-yard line look like the 56 to me?
It does. We mentioned that earlier too.
It is Hunter Midkiff?
That is for Hunter Midkiff, the young man that passed and went way too soon. As you see, number 3 there. Walker Ward on your screen. But, yeah, he unfortunately we lost a really good human being from my understanding and a pretty good football player at that too. And I know that he's pretty proud of his Piggott Mohawks so far. I know they're losing tonight, but they've had a pretty good year so far. Carl Whitman says, Indy Heroes, I love his pullover with his old Bobcat on it. Yeah, Chris has got a nice one. We'll kind of get a picture of that here in a minute. Great job up the middle there. And I think that was Gary Comstock. And he got about 5, maybe 6 yards there. Up the middle.
There we go. I'll take that all day long, 5 yards. Let's just take it slow. Let's move that clock. This is a key win for Corning tonight. Key win.
Totally agree if they can get it. This Walnut Ridge defense has been giving up 40 points per game in conference play, and Corning's at 30 here at halftime. And Corning's actually passed their average. They've been averaging 25 points per game this year, so very efficient first half on offense
look
for the
at
Bobcats.
79. I'd be attacking him all day long. He's standing up.
Right there up the middle, that's Gutierrez on the keeper, and that's number 79 for Walnut Ridge that Chris is alluding to. That's Sam Lewis, and he's the one that took all the shots earlier on the onside kick recoveries, grabbing those footballs and taking some licks. But he's a strong kid, is number 79 for Walnut Ridge. And we've got a 3rd down and 3 here. We'll see what the Bobcats do. Coach Trevor Poe and Coach Larry Treadway. See what they dial up.
Don't worry about the mule. Just load the wagon, and I bet they give it to Comstock right here. That's a John Madden quote for you, Blake.
I like it. Boom! John Madden. That's the old John Madden. They're under center Gutierrez. Handoff, Comstock.
First down.
A second effort there by number 44 and wide. He kept chopping those feet. We got a man down for Walnut Ridge. Good sportsmanship there by Corning as they pick him up. Hope that young man's okay.
Chains are moving. That's what I like to see.
You love to see that. And I tell you what, methodically the Bobcats in the first half went down the field. They had a couple of big plays on the passing game, but running game-wise, it was kind of that 3 yards in a cloud of dust, that old style of Bobcat football that you remember.
What I like about, the Walnut Ridge crowd is not making any noise, so I like that. That's what you like to see, especially when you're on the visitor side right now.
Totally agree. They're very, very quiet over under center toss.
Look at that. Come on.
Comstock trying to run over a guy.
Golly.
Man, there's a big old boy there. He's dragging. Look at the footwork there by Comstock. Chugging along, chopping away, but good job by number 79. We've mentioned his name a lot tonight, Sam Lewis.
Got 2 yards out of it, so we'll take that.
Yeah, I didn't think he's going to have an opportunity to that. Number 30 was there first. That was Blaine Wade, an all-league linebacker. And then you had number 79, an all-league left guard that was on you. And somehow Comstock got positive yardage as we're going through some of the social media here. Blake Calhoun, I remember when Andy knocking a guy out in a game. That was against Mountain View. That was a scary deal. I'm glad that young man was okay. Melinda Calhoun, hey, former quarterback Corning, Mitch Hovis, number 11.
Come on.
Handoff, Crosby. He's got to cut it up. He doesn't. He's not able to.
We're going to punt the ball.
Mason Andrews there with the tackle, and he ran him down there. Great job by number 82 in orange.
We need to get a good snap here, get a good punt. We have not got a choice. This is like 3rd and about. No, I thought it was 4th down. Okay.
Well, I'm not sure actually. Is it third? Yeah, because we had the first down. Yeah, that's right. So it is 3rd down. Yeah, 3rd down and 13. And Chris, what do you do here?
Pass here. We're going to have to. Our pass is not. The passing game has been good tonight, so we're almost at 100 yards. I believe. Is that right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Right before the half. Pat Morrow watching from home in Reno, Arkansas. We appreciate that. Shotgun formation. They faked the handoff.
Keeping it.
Gutierrez, keeper. Left side. He cuts it up. Hey, positive yardage. Now you go from 4th down and forever to 4th down and in 6, maybe 7, 4th and manageable at least.
I would still punt, but let's see what happens.
They do have a pretty big lead here. Matter of fact, a 3-possession lead, 30-8. But again, you've seen what happened yesterday. You see Eli Mason. He's saying, "We want the ball, man. We want to keep going, Coach. Let us go."
The only thing you don't want to give Walnut Ridge any kind of momentum right now. You got them. You got a 22-point lead. So.
Yeah. You know, the field position thing ain't so bad because even when Walnut Ridge gets the ball and your onside kicks, that's about where they get it anyways. But like Chris said, the momentum, the shift, getting the fans into it, getting the crowd up. They're down to 3 seconds in the play clock.
They're going to take a flag. They're going to take a flag here. They're going to punt the ball.
Take a flag or call a timeout, one of the two. We'll see.
No, we're not going to waste a timeout on this, I don't think.
They are.
They're
calling. Yes, sir. They're calling a timeout there is Corning. And we'll see what they decide to do. Robert Wilkins says, I'm watching from, I don't know how to pronounce it, somewhere in Iowa. Avoca? I really don't know. Brenda Cook's watching from Lewistown, Missouri. Merroog, Louisiana is Cody Russell. My goodness, what are you doing down there, young man?
Probably hunting, I bet.
That's probably a good point there. It's a pretty good guess, actually. As you see the 56 there on the field there for Hunter Mitkiff of Piggott. Love that. Love that our cameraman got that there. Patrick's on here with us. Watch Xander, my newest number 17, his uncle Patrick. That's awesome. We appreciate you, Patrick, for tuning in with us. Sandy Eddington, love the sportsmanship of the Corning Bobcats. Brenda Field says number 44, go, go, go.
Wow, we're going for this. We're not punting.
Well, here we go.
I hope we get it. I hope we misdirection, reverse, something. We got to see what happens here.
Jordan Grubb, the lone receiver at the top of the screen there. Flexbone formation, Lucas in motion. They fake it to him.
Oh,
handoff, Crosby.
No, he didn't get it.
A little counter on the inside. I don't think he did get it, and he's going to be a little short, and that's Crosby. Positive yardage, but just not enough. Walnut Ridge will take over here with 8:09 to go in the third quarter at the about their own 35, maybe, Chris. I can't really tell.
Defense has really got to step up here. We don't need to get them to get any kind of confidence about their football team right now. We need to keep them on low key right now. So.
Totally agree. As Brenda Cook says hello to brother Calvin. We'll get back to our wide view angle here. A lot of fun here tonight early on, and we're hoping the second half can have just as much fireworks on the field here. Mari Thomas fakes the pass.
Get him.
Crosby back there, Grubb back there. They can't get him. Wilkins back there. He's still going. He's got a lot of room, folks. Mari Thomas, one man to beat there. Swint, good tackle by Swint down there. Thank goodness Swint's there. If he's not, Mari Thomas may still be going.
That is an athletic quarterback right there. He's very elusive.
4.6 40 speed, and he's the Nettleton transfer from a couple years ago. And, man, he runs a 60 meters in 6.4 seconds. Says number 15 in orange, and that's
I wish he would have stayed at Nettleton, but he's on the field tonight for Walnut Ridge.
No kidding, man. And he eluded about 3 different tacklers in the backfield. That could have been a loss of gain. It turned into a big first down. Low snap, he handled it again.
Guys.
Near side. He's got room. Tripped up by Crosby there, but not after about 9 yards, maybe 10, actually. I think he got enough for the first.
I'll tell you what, if I'm Walnut Ridge, I think he almost looks like the guy.
Number 11 with the shoelace tackle for Corning.
Auburn that won the Heisman.
Walnut Ridge, first down.
Robert Wilkins.
Cam Newton, he's reminding me of Cam Newton the way he's just running the ball right now. So.
You ain't kidding. Robert Wilkins said you said it right, Andy. Well, thank goodness. Linda Calhoun says, holy hay bells, Andy. We're hoping to get to say that, but right now Walnut Ridge is driving this football. And these quarterback keepers, look at this.
He is killing us.
All kinds of room. Forced out by Swint. And Mari Thomas, he doesn't look tired yet, but, man, he's carrying the load right now for this Walnut Ridge offense.
He's just so athletic and got some speed, and he's so elusive. He is just tough to bring down right now.
Man, you ain't a kid.
Even when you got a good shot at him, he finds a way to get out of it.
Yeah, and, early on we didn't see a whole lot of the keeper from him, but we've seen a little bit of it. And you can already tell he was athletic. Corning was able to smother him, though, and the few times he did do it. I got a suspicion you're going to see a big helping of that here in the second half from Walnut Ridge.
Oh, I bet this is offside on Walnut Ridge, be my guess. Let's see what happens.
Let's see if they get the false start pre-snap penalty. This false start on the offense.
Yes, sir. We'll take that.
It's going to be a false start call.
That'll move them back 5 yards.
Going to bring them back. Repeat first down.
Robert Wilkins says, go Corning Crushers. My boy number 67, and your boy is, I tell you what, he's a stud out there now. He really, really is. And he plays both sides of the football. And for a guy his size to do that and to do it at the high level that he does is very impressive. Number 67, Dakota Wilkins. He is a dandy right there. That's Robert's son. And, listen, I'm no prospect or college prospect. I just feel like that kid could play somewhere at some place. He dropped a lot of weight in the offseason, and for a kid that size, man, that's a lot of hard work to do that. First down and 15 here, 6:45 to go. There's the snap.
Come on, there you go.
Good job. The ball's tossed. It's on the ground. It should be incomplete. It was thrown forward.
That's going to be an incomplete pass.
Assuming his arm was forward. We'll watch the replay here. You decide. If his arm's forward, it's a pass. If it's not, it's a fumble. But we should see here. I think he was forward, yeah.
But the main thing is they knew we were there. We were coming. Defense really stepped up on that play right there. Second down and about 15 yards.
They kind of pinned their ears back there, Chris, and we'll see if they do it again. That the Corning defense is what we're talking about. Shotgun formation. It's bobbled. Yes, the ball's on the ground, and Maury Thomas somehow comes back up with it.
Wow.
Oh, just in time. Watch this, folks. Watch how close this is. Bobbled it. Oh, it went off of actually the running back.
I'll tell you, 25 was about a split second away from getting that fumble recovery.
Yeah, you ain't kidding. My goodness,
this is a huge play. Third and about 19 yards.
Alrighty, folks, let's cheer
we like to say third down and forever. The Sandlot reference. Third down and Hoxie to go for Walnut Ridge. Runs into him again. Good job by Crosby. Big tackle.
That was huge.
Clayton Crosby with the open field tackle. That was big. But maybe the biggest hit was at the beginning when the running back ran into him.
Hey, I'll take it. Number 11, though, made a big stop on that.
Yes, he did. And I tell you what, he's had over 20 tackles this year and 3 tackles for loss, 2 sacks. He's been big on the defensive side for Corning.
Man,
Fourth down,
are they
Chris.
Going for this? Surely not.
It sure looks like they are. They're down by 3 possessions here. We do have 5:30 to go, though, in the third quarter. 10 seconds on the play clock.
He's
I think that's false start there. They're going deep, a little too deep. Incomplete pass.
That guy had to be offside.
Good job by Parker Davis out there on the coverage. Number 45 and wide. I don't know if he'll come in your screen here or not. We got him right there. I tell you what, he's been on an island out there by himself. Again, we talked about it. 70% of Earth is covered by water. The rest is covered by number 45 and white.
Main thing, we got the ball, changed possession. We got good field position. What are we on about the 37-yard line?
Yes, sir. And the big key is we are a very hard-nosed running. You see Coach Treadway and Golden there. We're a very hard-nosed running team. That 3 yards in a cloud of dust, it's time possession style of offense. This is perfect for us being up by as much as we are with 5:20 to go. Shotgun formation. Snap. Handled by Gutierrez. He's running. Keeper. Cuts it up. And he got
about 3 yards, I think. Maybe 4.
I tell you what, there for a second, they really strung that play out. I didn't think they were going to get anything, but he cut it up north and south really fast. I've been really impressed by Jake Gutierrez tonight.
He's a hard-nosed runner. I like that. Need about 7 yards. Let's keep that clock moving.
And Jake Gutierrez, man, he's a dandy, number 2 in white, the senior there. You see him right there, the leader of this team right now, quarterback. And, last year he was a running back, and it's tough going from running back to quarterback. It really is. It's not an easy transition, but Jake's made it look easy. And when you got a good offensive line and good running backs with you, that helps it out.
There you go. Oh,
handoff by Lucas.
One block away. He's going to make a lot more yardage. Still got
Sam Lewis dragging him down for Walnut Ridge.
Lucas is a very good athlete. And I tell you,
4 yards, first down. We're close.
Yeah. Third and 4 here, and it's near midfield here. I don't know if it's 4-down territory. I guess it depends on what you do here if you're Corning.
But Comstock's getting a breather. He does go both ways and hardly comes off the field. So.
Yeah, I don't know that I see number 44. That's actually a pretty good observation. I don't know, or is he in there in the middle? I can't hardly tell.
I hope he's not over there getting treated. There is someone over there.
There he is. He's right there in the middle of our screen. There he is. Okay, so Comstock is there. He is. We got him on the screen there.
Good.
Those big old Corning Cushers were hiding him there. Up the middle. Speaking of Comstock, bouncing off, guys. Bounce off his own guy. First down there. And watch big number 67 help him out. He kind of dragged him. Watch big 67 Dakota Wilkins on this right side. He kind of, pushes this guy out of the way. Kind of gets in the way, but then he kind of pulls and drags him with him there for a first down. Good job by Comstock. His lower half kept moving.
Somebody not wanting to get up. Number 3.
Walker Ward.
Yeah, number 3. We hope he's okay. Walker Ward. That's number 3 for our Walnut Ridge, and he's hobbling
They're going to call
off.
Official timeout to get him off the field. Number 3. Hope he's okay.
We sure do. And
looks
again,
like number 15 is going to come in for him.
That's Walker Ward coming off the field.
And number 15 coming in for him is Maury Thomas. And Maury, of course, the quarterback that's done a lot of damage here in the second half.
He may be the most athletic guy on the field. That number 15 is very impressive.
He really, really is. And we've got a couple on our side, too. But 15 is very, very impressive. Ball at midfield, first down and 10, 3:45 to go here in the third quarter. Appreciate everybody for tuning in with us. Share this feed if you can.
Come on.
Quarterback keeper. I don't think he's down. And now he's down.
He didn't go down.
Now he's down. Gain of about 2 there.
Quarterback keeper.
Bud and Debbie Rose
we
watching.
Got a kid hurt right now. Looks like maybe number 11.
I sure hope he's okay.
We have a player down on the field.
We'll get our cameras off of that if we can, guys. Good job by our cameramen there for getting out of the way there, and we sure hope he's okay. And I can't tell if it is number 11 or who that is. But you may be right.
Hopefully
there.
It's just a cramp or something.
Well, he has had leg issues. He did miss the Osceola game, if that is Clayton Crosby, and he's had some issues with one of the feet there, and hopefully that's not the case here. Hopefully, like you said, it's a cramp. Usually this time of year you don't see as much of that, but you never know. I mean, they're out here working their tails off and sweating like crazy, and it very well could be. You see Jake Gutierrez, him and Crosby obviously close friends and teammates here, so he's very worried, and as we all are, we sure hope he's okay. So Robert Wilkins said, "Toad's a train, making holes and hauling freight." I love that. Sandy Aiden says, number 44 Comstock, way to go. Audrey Sheets, thanks for showing the Corning Bobcats. Make it easy to watch my Swint boys. Yeah, well, hey, Swint made a good tackle.
How about a round of applause for that young man, Clayton Crosby, folks.
And Clayton Crosby's getting up and barely on his own power. I think he's going to have to be helped off here. And it's definitely a leg issue. And I don't know. I assume it's his left one. He's holding it up.
Yeah, he needs some more help.
Yeah.
We get a Corning player to help, please.
And they're gonna help him out and get him off of there. Good job by our cameraman for staying off of that. And our cameraman only been doing this for a little over a year, but they do a great job of staying off the injured players. I know in the NFL and in college you see that a lot, but we don't want to do that. And
Mr. Clayton
Crosby's coming off. We need a lot of prayers there. As Mike Maple says, "What's up, guys?" Mike, where are you watching from tonight, buddy? We want to hear that. As they're carrying Clayton Crosby off, we sure hope he's okay. We really, really do.
Mike is a.k.a. Squatty Body. He is the original.
Squatty Body.
The original.
I like that. Squatty Body. Second down and 8 for Corning. 3:15 to go here in the third quarter.
Come on. There you go. Boy, I like the way he ran the ball. Number 1, just reckless when he ran the ball.
Amaker shot up there like a cannon. Man, shot through that hole really, really quick. He's going to bring up a third down and manageable. That third down about 4.
When you run the ball that hard-nosed, good things are going to happen. And I like to see them getting him the ball more. I like the way he ran the ball.
I totally agree. Hey, sometimes you just run it up there and hit that hole as hard as you can, man. You never know what's going to happen. I mean, good things can definitely happen when you do that. You see the crowd over there for Corning. I like the crowd over. A good crowd tonight for the Corning Bobcats. They made the trip over here to Lawrence County. Love to see that. We got 4 wide here, Chris. Shotgun formation.
I bet they get – no. He's going to keep it.
Come on,
get outside.
Gutierrez.
Oh, man.
Hey, give Walnut Ridge credit there. They brought the house, and it worked. And I believe that was number 37.
Number 30.
Cam Byes, number 79.
Get up.
Cleaning the tackle up for the Bobcats.
I hope Gutierrez is okay there. He does get up. Sam Lewis was also on that play for Walnut Ridge. Fourth down and 4. 2:08 to go. What do you do here if you're the Bobcats of Corning?
If I'm the coach, I'm giving the ball number 1.
All righty, folks.
And say run fast. And run.
Had a 4th and 4.
Number 1
we'll
still out there.
see what happens here.
Number 1 still out there.
And watch out for the hard count here. Now, if they draw them off sides, that is a first down. 3 seconds on the play clock. They got to hurry. 3 wide. They want a timeout. Does Corning, and they get it just in time.
It's going to be a timeout charge.
Just in time.
Well, we're going to get about 4.5 yards on this, so it's going to.
Yeah, I tell you what, and I'm not sure what you do here. It's kind of that in-between yardage here. You know, if it was 3 yards and less, you feel really good about running it. That kind of long 4, nearly 5. I don't know what you do here, Chris. And they've been bringing the house here lately. Maybe this is a time where you play action and try to get something over the middle, or maybe even something deep.
I don't know. I wish we would punt, but I think we're going to go for it.
1:47 to go. Chris would like a punt, but we shall see what Coach Treadway, Coach Poe, Coach Golden, and the staff decide to do here.
My dad never listened to me when I gave suggestions, so I don't expect Coach Treadway to either.
Yeah, it worked out pretty good for your dad, too, I might add.
Even though I was about ready to leave the press box, go down there, it didn't work out for me.
Mike Maple says, home of Bull Schrabel. Kathy Poe's watching with us, too.
Right, folks,
Pamela Reed sending my prayers for Clayton Crosby. Here we go, 4th down and 4 for the Corning Bobcats. Ball is at the Walnut Ridge 44, 1:47 to go.
We're going to go to Comstock. We're going to run the ball.
Come on, folks.
They do, up the middle. He's plowing over people, but he does not have enough. That Walnut Ridge defense stands up again for the second time in the second half.
Walnut Ridge Bobcats. Bobcats ball.
Tell you
Well,
what,
they've got good field position here.
that could be
42 seconds left in the half.
that could be big for Walnut Ridge here. You know, again, we talked about momentum earlier. We talked about gaining momentum. You got 2 big stops back-to-back Walnut Ridge defense has, and Maury Thomas and companies, you see him there on your screen, have a good chance here in decent field position with 1:42 to go in the third quarter.
A big round of applause for that Walnut Ridge defensive line.
Here we go.
Come on, let's go. Let's see what happens.
Shotgun formation, keeper to the far right. He's got a blocker. He's got room.
Man, he's quick.
Swint finally runs him out of bounds, but not after a first down. And you're right, Chris. He is very quick.
I tell you, he can just about do that all day long. He is so fast, so athletic, and he just.
You almost have to have a spy on him at all times. It's got to be someone fast, like maybe Amaker or Gutierrez, because, man, if you don't have an angle on this kid, he's going to run by you.
My Eagle looks like you made it across. It looks like it's going to bring him to a 2nd and 1.
I apologize. Yeah, we thought he got the first down, and maybe he stepped out a little too soon. Either way.
May have to bring those corners up.
Thomas bringing the Bobcats back out to the line.
They haven't proved that Walnut Ridge. I don't know how many passing yards Walnut Ridge got, but I don't seem like they have many.
Xander coming up. There's a pass right there over the middle, incomplete. Number 1 was your intended receiver, Ty Flippo.
Number 1, Ty Flippo.
And that ball just flipped up there and right off his hand there. But good effort there by Ty Flippo. And I tell you what, Parker Davis was right there on his right hip.
I wonder if his dad was Brad Flippo out of Hoxie. I don't know. There's a lot of Flippos.
Very, very, very possible. Very, very possible. Wendy Higgs says, here. Forgot game was on, watching baseball game. Well, Wendy, shame on you. No, I'm kidding, Wendy. I'm kidding. Thanks for tuning in with us. Wendy, you tuned in just in time for a 3rd down and short for Walnut Ridge here.
We need to stop right here.
Low snap. Thomas keeps it near side. There's Parker Davis with a tackle, a big tackle. But did he get enough for the first down?
I don't think so. Let's see where they spot it.
Good open field tackle there by Parker Davis. I don't know. It's going to bring up a 4th down and very, very short.
Grandson of big Jim Davis.
Yes, sir. 3-sport athlete, too. Here comes Walnut Ridge. They're hustling up. Maybe a quarterback sneak. We'll see what happens.
Go the right side. Yep.
Yep, you called it. Oh, that's awful close.
Boy, that is close.
That's awful close, folks. I don't know if he got it or not.
Well, where the ball is at, he didn't get it, but let's see where they spot it. That's going to be different.
That is very
I'd
close.
make a measure. Make a measure. Make a measure. Don't take the rest word for it. Come on, make a measure.
Let's see what they do here, folks.
We'll see if we
get the chains out here or not. We shall find out very, very soon.
If you bring the chains out, I don't think he's going to get it.
All righty, folks. Looks like we're going to bring the chain gang out. Too close to call.
That's a good call there by the officials. Good call by Chris Campbell, too.
Let's hope we don't get – let's hope they know what they're doing.
We shall see. We got it right here on our screen, Chris. We'll see how close this is.
Pull that thing. Keep pulling. Pull that thing past the football.
See?
Folks, that's going to be short.
Yes. Good job of the Corning Bobcat defense. Hey, Walnut Ridge had a big one, and here comes the Corning Bobcats with a big one.
I tell you, defense really rose up to that occasion right there. You got to give hats off to defense. I mean, that was like 2nd and 1, and they did not gain an inch hardly.
Yeah, that's awesome stuff. Arizona Sharp didn't think play-by-play announcer was allowed for the PA. Yeah, we didn't either. And he is a really nice guy, and he's been nice to us. But, man, we've asked for the speakers to be turned down a few times. We haven't really gotten that, I don't think. It's been really, really loud up here. But didn't know that was loud either. But either way, I do love the enthusiasm from him, though. I will say that. He's very enthusiastic. I will say that.
Back out. He's going to keep the ball on the quarterback keeper. He is met in the backfield by
I'll tell you what, Walnut Ridge defense has kind of rose up this second half. They've been tough on us right now.
It's go weapons hot right now if you're the Walnut Ridge defense. It's green light. And, listen, they only know one speed right now, and that's full speed, full throttle, full tilt boogie. And they are coming every play right now. Chris, it seems like it's not just the front 4 or the front 3. They're bringing linebackers.
We're going to let the time run out. So close. We're going to let the time run out. Quarter change. Going to be 4th quarter. We got a 22-point lead, and we want to waste some time off of this clock.
Could not agree more. 22-point lead. We played 3 quarters here in Lawrence County. 30, Corning, Walnut Ridge, 8. Guys, we want to talk about Black River Rising, the band out of Corning, Arkansas. Our very own Colton Ladyman, very, very talented young man, and he's sitting right beside me doing the camera work there, the directing there for us. Does a fantastic job, and he's got a fantastic band too. We did a little live concert with them not too long ago, and good stuff. We're hoping to do another one here pretty soon if we can get them all together.
tell you, Colton's uncle, Dwayne, is one heck of a singer. I don't know if he ever lets him sing with him, but he really can sing.
I totally agree. That's a talented family, and that's something I cannot do. Hey, guys, First Choice Healthcare hiring a part-time custodian, $10 to $11 an hour, Monday through Friday, starting at 5 p.m. until the job is done. Apply online or mail your resume into P.O. Box 83, Corning, Arkansas, 72422. Again, First Choice Healthcare hiring a part-time custodian, starting at $10 to $11 an hour, Monday through Friday. The job starts at 5 p.m., and you work until the job's done. Apply online or mail your resume into P.O. Box 83, Corning, Arkansas, 72422. And I wish I had that kind of talent, Chris. I'd love to be able to play some music, to be able to sing a little bit, be able to do those things, but I'm just not that talented, man.
I've got one song, New York, New York, Frank Sinatra. That's all I can do.
We may have you do that rendition before we leave out here. So Mike Maple says, go outside, Misty Jolly. Black and gold, love it. Woohoo, Corning Bobcats, says Sandy Eddington. Here we go, under center. Gutierrez, handoff. Amaker.
Come on. Man.
Bounces it up there. Again, Walnut Ridge defense, that's been a theme here in the second half. They're in the they're in the backfield. They're in the backfield in a hurry.
Yeah, we need to – Maple's right. We're not making a living much going to the inside right now. We need to I tell you, I wish they'd get the ball number one. I like the way he ran the ball outside a while ago.
Yes, sir. And, every once in a while, number one Amaker goes in at quarterback, and every once in a while they'll have a designed run, and he does kind of kick that thing outside. And he's got 4.5 40 speed.
He can run. He's got a different gear.
He does. He may be the fastest kid out here on the field, number one in white. Gutierrez under center.
Well, it's the big play right here, 3rd and 11. I mean, this
Lucas
is huge.
in motion.
He
faked the handoff, looking for a pass. He's got
He's
Grubb deep.
open.
He caught it. Grubb is going to score to the 10, the 5. Touchdown, C-Town. Holy hay bales, what a play. How about that Bobcat passing attack tonight from Corning?
No flag. That wasn't the easiest catch in the world. I mean, you watch the replay. I mean, that's a heck of a catch by number 5 there.
My goodness, falling backwards and somehow got it with his hands. Sticky hands, Grubb come down with it, and then he didn't fall down. He was able to turn around, keep his momentum, and then finish off the play. Big-time play there. Listen, you keep running. They keep pinning their ears back. You keep running. They keep pinning their ears back. Eventually, something like that's going to be open.
He looked like Lester Hayes. Like he had stickum on his hands right there the way he caught that ball. But, hey, we'll take it. Definitely take it.
Arizona Sharp says Hoxie's up 36-16 over Piggott right now.
I still hold true to my 28-point lead.
I think it was 28-0 at one time there, but good job of Pitt coming back.
He's open.
Conversion.
He's open.
Eli Mason
catches
it with his hands. 2-point conversion. Tack on 2 for the boys in black and gold.
38-8. I love it.
38-8. And if you're a Corning Bobcat fan, you're feeling great. Late here in Lawrence County. It's homecoming night for Walnut Ridge, but the Bobcats are here to spoil it.
Like Miss Cooper would say, crack nut hill. That's what we want to see.
Yes, sir. Crack nut hill, the old adage from Miss Cooper.
That's the word. Crack nut hill.
I was in 7th grade. One of our first games was up here at Walnut Ridge, and I didn't understand what Coach Chad Jordan was talking about when he said that. Good job, our director, getting Clayton off the camera there. He's obviously in a lot of pain over there, and we're sure praying for him. But, yeah, Crack Nut Hill, again, we alluded to it tonight. This used to be a big, big rivalry, and last year's game kind of brought back some of that. And then during basketball season, we had a heck of a game in the conference tournament. It's kind of neat to see these two Bobcats going at it again like they have here lately.
All right, onside kick is coming. Looks like they're going to be kicking over there to the number 79, which we know what happened last time. So
we'll see if he tries to catch it or if he goes to dish out some punishment on somebody.
I know that's who I would kick it to.
Death, taxes.
Hey, look at he's trying to get someone to come over here like, don't kick the ball to me.
And Rocky Flores onside kicks. Here it goes, folks.
Come on, 79, touch it.
It's going to be a quick kick up in the air.
It looks like Mason Andrews maybe, and he has really good hands as Mason Andrews, number 82 in orange.
Number 82, Mason.
That's a good ball player right there, Mason Andrews. And listen, I know Walnut Ridge has had a tough time this year, but that young man's a baller. He really, really is. And it's a good thing. Listen, he's a junior. You get him for one more year, and I promise you he's going to be a playmaker the rest of the year and next year. And I know Walnut Ridge has dealt with some COVID issues. They've dealt with Cole Manning, their all-state player being in and out. But even with all that, you're at least happy these seniors are getting to play their senior year if you're Walnut Ridge.
Oh, yeah. You're just happy to play football right now because I didn't think he'd make it past 3 games this year the way COVID-19's been. So.
Totally agree. First down, handoff up the middle. Trying to find
there
some.
We go.
Oh, good job by Amaker. How about Amaker? Kamikaze style. He was a sledgehammer there. He went low. Got the knees out from underneath him.
No gain on the play. I like that. They can say that again. No
that is
gain
awesome.
on the play.
That is awesome stuff there. You see our cameras down low. I love the job from our cameramen tonight. They've done a fantastic job. You see both of them there. As the PA announcer says, 2nd and 9 here, 10:40 to go in this football game.
Thomas with the quarterback keeper.
Oh, man, come on.
Wow.
Golly.
Mari Thomas is a special athlete, folks. A special athlete is number 15, and I was trying to get him on your camera there, but he is a special athlete. And tell you what, if you're Walnut Ridge, you want to see a lot more of that in the weeks to come.
I tell you, if I was a coach, it would be 15 right, 15 left. He's got so much speed and athleticism, but
until they can prove that they can stop it, I mean, I wouldn't blame him at all, to be honest with you. I mean, because he is absolutely getting chunk yardage, anywhere from 7 to 15 yards at times.
But I hope the coach spreads the wealth.
2 seconds.
Spread the wealth.
1 second on the play clock.
Wayne Wade busting his way through the center.
That's Wade up the middle there. Again, Wayne's he's a senior linebacker playing running back tonight, 6 foot 210. Probably didn't think he's going to be playing running back this year, but here he is, and he's done a pretty good job actually. If I got down to 3rd and 1 or 4th and 1 or 2, or I'm down the goal line, I'm calling number 30 up the middle because he gets ahead of steam. He's hard to take down.
All right, looks like they're going to go shotgun formation. Unfortunately, I think the quarterback may keep it, but let's see.
I think you may be right. And he
Oh,
does. Good
look at
job
the
by the
defense.
Corning Bobcat defense. Gary Comstock out there. Landon Berry out there.
Man, our defense, that was huge right there. That's a 3rd down and 11 looks like now.
Awesome job by the defense. Fields, what a play. Great game. Bobcats love you boys. Becky Brownfield says woohoo. Blake Calhoun says Region 8 needs to watch that play. Mark Farrell says way to hang on, Grub.
All right, defense.
Here comes the crowd for Walnut Ridge.
Let's go defense. We need a big stand right here.
Come on, folks. I know
9:30 to go. Hand
Come on.
off.
Look at number 1. What a play there. Amaker. He's my guy. I like
Good
number
job
1.
by Amaker. He's like a gnat, man. He's just everywhere, and he just won't go away. I called him Scrappy Doo last year, and you can see why the young man is all over the field. Great job there by number 1 in white.
He just got his leg, looked like Pat Fisher. I think that was named from Washington years ago. Just got his leg and just took him down like a hog-tied him,
Yeah, I totally agree.
4th down and 14.
Arizona Sharp says, I see Harrisburg versus Corning being a great game. Hey, you just never know. You can't. It's hard to predict those things this year, but we sure hope so. Marcus Williams tunes in with us. 4th down and a long way to go here for Walnut Ridge.
Oh, they call timeout.
I thought we might have had a false start over there, but it is a timeout by Coach Blake. Mary J. Lean says, love my Bobcats. My heart belongs to number 53, Vardell, 2021 grad. Proud of you, and Mama loves you the most. Bronda Fields, Comstock on top of it. Yay, Bobcats. And Michelle Thompson's also with us tonight. Cindy Addington says, great job, number 1. Thank you guys for tuning in with us. We'd hope you'd share this feed for us, get these kids seen and heard. And
tell you, if I'm the defense coordinator, I'm going to rush number 1, Amaker, chase number 15 down. I'd bring the whole kitchen sink, Comstock, all of them in there right now. I don't, they're not making a living off of passing the ball tonight, so I hope we rush everybody this time.
And, I know Cole Manning isn't here tonight for the Walnut Ridge Bobcats, but I really thought that Mari Thomas in the game I watched last week film-wise, I thought he had a pretty live arm. I thought maybe you would see a little bit of that tonight, but we haven't seen a whole lot of that tonight.
So our defensive backs have been playing the ball well tonight. So
yes, they have. They really, really have.
They haven't been giving the receivers a lot of cushion.
We'll see what we've got here. 4th down and long. 8:45 to go. And Corning is essentially man-on-man up at the receiver, and really no safeties here.
Wow.
Double handoff. We seen it earlier.
Number 1.
Amaker again, flash on the big stop. Another Corning Bobcat.
Wow.
Stopped by the defense. You love it.
8 minutes left.
Like it, love it, want some more of it. Michael White, these boys are so fun to watch. Judy Miller, hope Clayton is okay. You and I both, Judy. I really, really do. He's a big, big part of this team on both sides. Carl Whitman, I really think they turned up the PA system because it seems louder now. It is very loud. It really, really is. I know we've complained about it, but we just never had to deal with that. But it is what it is. He is very enthusiastic. I will say that. Bob Smith, why aren't you replaying these defensive plays? Good defense. We'll get to it, Bob. I promise you, buddy. Cindy Addington, the Bobcat squad. Levi Ainley on with us as well. 8:40 to go here.
Wow, looks like we made a pass here, but I bet it goes to Comstock. Let's see. Nope,
Well,
he's going to keep the ball.
Man, ran into
He
his
got
own
about 4 yards out of that.
ran into his own lineman there on the pulling guard there, and that was Charlie King. And This offensive line for Corning has done a really good job tonight. This second half you've seen Walnut Ridge getting in the backfield, but for the most part tonight, this offensive line for Corning has really stood their ground. They really, really have.
3-yard gain on the play. Come back.
Anytime you move forward, that's a good thing, and we just need to keep moving those chains. Let's take some time off of that clock. There's nothing better than beating the daggone Walnut Ridge Bobcats. Nothing better.
Again, guys, for those just tuning in with us, this has been a big-time rivalry back in the day. And
unbalanced right. We're going to run to the right. Let's watch it. Here we go.
There you go. Good toss there
to
go. Lucas. Man, he hit the hole hard.
He did.
Finally brought down. And, well, this near side judge is about 2 yards shorter than the far side judge, but either way, we'll see where they mark it.
One thing when you go unbalanced, you want to see how your a lot of times your defense don't respond to it. You got an extra man over there helping you block. So that's
a good point, and you're right. Nothing changed there whenever they went to that strong side. Good play call there by Coach Trevor Poe and Larry Trevor. Listen, I want to talk about Tyler Golden. He's called a really good game tonight for this defense. Mari Thomas is not easy to handle. Mason Andrews and the rest of these guys, he's done a great job as Tyler Golden. And it was a lot of help this week to me, too. I really appreciate that.
Number 44 on the
Up the middle, Comstock, and I think he's got enough for the first down. And I believe he does.
3-yard gain for Corning.
Hey, 3 yards in a cloud of dust, and it gets the job done. Now you're moving the chains.
I'll take that all day long.
Walnut Ridge with 2.
Move the chains and run that clock down.
Yes, sir. The clock is your enemy right now if you're a Walnut Ridge fan. You've got 7:08 to go, 17 on the play clock, and only 2 timeouts left for Walnut Ridge.
The only thing I want to see on that clock is 0-0-0.
Yes, sir.
Right
yes, sir.
Back to the line of scrimmage.
Under center, Gutierrez.
Handoff.
Lucas up the middle, and he gets about 2 or 3 yards there. Positive yards still.
It's going to be number 47, Cam.
And more importantly, like Chris said, the clock is ticking. Clock is ticking. And, guys, let us know if you have any score updates around the conference out there as Adam Valance tunes in with us, Mountain Man. We wish Adam could be here with us tonight, but I know he's at home and watching us, and we sure do appreciate that. Again, give us some score updates if you got them out there. And, man, we appreciate y'all tuning in with us on Friday night, spending your Friday nights with us. It means a lot. We truly enjoy doing this.
We're unbalanced left, so let's see if we don't run to the left side right now. Let's see what happens.
Number 2,
we go.
Number
Amaker
1.
Up the middle, and he's tackled by a slew of Walnut Ridge Bobcats. You can give it to about 4 or 5 guys. About a gain of 3 there. It's still positive yards. And Corning's got a 3rd down and manageable. About 3rd down and 5. Amaker's been big tonight. He really, really has, number 1 in white.
I hope they go unbalanced because I don't think Walnut Ridge has paid attention yet. So I hope they go unbalanced again.
I think you're right, actually. You really are. We get more linemen on that one side and extra tight end. They're just they're not adjusting to that right now. Hey, I want to mention the Corning High School cheerleaders tonight, too. They've done a great job. They've been out here. They traveled with us tonight.
Unbalanced left. We're going to the left. Let's watch it happen. Unbalanced left.
3rd down and 5. No safety here for Walnut Ridge. Keeper, Gutierrez, right side. He bounces to the outside, stiff arm. Tries to cut it up, but he's not going to be able to. Walnut Ridge there on the stop. Number 30 was out there. I've seen him. And number 1, and that's Ty Flippo and Blaine Wade. We mentioned both those boys several times tonight here on their homecoming night. They've played their hearts out, that's for sure. You see number 30. He's got – it's hard to get grass stains on an orange jersey, but he's got it.
I hope we punt the ball right now. Please punt the ball. We got a good lead. Defense is playing great. Let's please punt this football.
And Mark Farrell says SMU 37, Tulane 34, final in overtime. Hey, the college game. Seeing some great sportsmanship on both teams. Good job, guys, by Lonnie Groves. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second timeout for Corning. I do believe that's going to be their final timeout of this second half.
Timeout call.
And I hope, man, that's a lot of yards right there. I don't want to give Walnut Ridge any kind of momentum.
Totally agree. Could not agree more. Heart and Shutter Photography. Nikki Miller, she's a part of our CSR staff, and you can find Heart and Shutter Photography on Facebook. Again, Nikki Miller, part of the Corning Sports Report staff. Her company, Heart and Shutter Photography. Check them out on Facebook. Give them a look if you can. Guys, we need more YouTube subscribers. Go to our YouTube page, our YouTube channel, I should say, and subscribe. It's a big red button, not hard. Also want to mention our extension company, Redline Media Alliance. We do all kinds of stuff. Funerals, weddings, different sporting events for different teams, and we've been asked to do a few of them here pretty soon. Softball, Pee Wee football. We've done a little bit of everything, it seems like. Volleyball. If you got something that you need streamed or want streamed, holler at us, and on Redline Media Alliance, we'd love to do that. Coach Mark.
All right, folks. 4th and 5 for
Fourth
Corning.
and 5 for Corning.
Walnut
We'll
Ridge
see what they do
Bobcats,
here.
Please.
Shotgun formation, and it's
He's gonna
Gutierrez.
throw it.
He's looking to pass. He's going for
Lord.
Amaker. Amaker looks up, and he never saw the football. Never saw the football there. Watch the good protection up front here by the offensive line. They did a great job of protecting, giving Gutierrez time. He aired it out just a little bit too far there on our instant replay, as you've seen there. Coach Mark King's Magnolia Panthers up 31-21 on Hot Springs in the third quarter.
Almost went to that
Mark
game
Wood
now.
says, can you put the game clock time on the screen with the score? Mark, if we had about, what would that cost us, Colton? An extra worker every night, another piece of equipment, and probably $4,500 probably. $4,000 maybe. I think we could then, but only then. Our system doesn't allow. We'd have to have a camera on the scoreboard. We'd have to crop it and then keep just one camera angle. We would lose all camera angles if we did that, because every time you'd click off to a different camera, you would lose your scoreboard there. So we just don't have the funds to do that right now, or the manpower, to be honest with you. Maury Thomas, he's got all kinds of room. Parker Davis, he's got the angle, and he runs him out of bounds finally.
Golly.
Touchdown saving tackle by Parker Davis, but Maury Thomas is a bad dude. Now, let me tell you, number 15 in orange. My goodness.
He can just about do what he wants to.
Yes, sir, he can. 4:29 to go here in the fourth quarter. Robert Wilkins, I try to get all my truck driving friends to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thank you, Robert. We appreciate that, man. We'll take all the help we can get. As Sandy Aiden says, I love our Corning cheerleaders. They're doing a great job over there. And it's a chilly night tonight, which is football weather, but it's a chilly night tonight. Maury Thomas in the shotgun handoff up the middle.
There we go.
Good job.
67.
Big Robert Wilkins there. Dakota Wilkins, I'm calling him by his dad's name now. Watch Dakota Wilkins here. Watch big number 67 down there in white there at the defensive tackle position. Throws his guy away and jumps on the running back there for a big-time tackle there.
Right,
short
defense. 2nd and 8. We need 3 big stands right here.
Guys, we've got 4:04 to go in this football game. Good camera view down there right now. Love the camera view down there. We've got Maury Thomas, keeper. He's going to be brought down. Who was that? Red Eddington. Number 25, Red Eddington. Good sportsmanship there, and Maury Thomas is getting up slow. And heck of a job there by the Corning Bobcats. Red Eddington, we haven't mentioned his name a whole lot tonight, but he's in there every week, and I promise you, you think he's undersized to be up there on that front line, but I promise you he's doing a great job. He is holding his own is number 25 and white, Mr. Red Eddington.
Let's go, defense.
Just a junior, too.
Let's see he can come here. Let's see who's going to make a play for the defense.
3:20 to go. Maury Thomas shotgun. Keeper up the middle. Cuts it up. He's going to score for Walnut Ridge. Touchdown for the boys in orange and white with 3:14 to go. And they're not giving up on homecoming night. And you love to see the fight from Walnut Ridge.
They're not giving up. The onside kick's coming, so hopefully we'll get the linemen out, get our special hands guys in there for an onside kick that's going to be coming. So.
Sorry, guys. I tried to get you an instant replay there, but I was not fast enough to do that. I apologize. I forget these things sometimes, and that's my fault. But here we go. 3:14 to go. 2-point conversion. Maury Thomas.
There you go. Hey, he didn't get
Hey,
it.
Gary
44.
Comstock. Hey, Coach calls him a true beast, and you can see why. He's all over the field. Hey, for Corning, he's like your Visa card. You sure don't leave home without him when you're going on the road. How about that?
You want to make sure he's on the bus.
I promise you. Mark Wood says, understand, thanks. You do a great job. Was just wondering. Yeah, it's a lot harder than it looks. You think it would be real simple to do that, but it's really, really not. There's so much that goes into something so simple like that, and we'd really need an extra guy that would be separate just for that. And we'd have to have a different system that hooked into everybody's scoreboard material, their machine or whatever. And, of course, everybody has different scoreboards too, so you might run into connection issues there. But I think it's about a $4,500 piece of equipment, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. Then you got to have the software too on your laptop, a separate laptop than what we're using now. It's just a lot to it, but it is what it is. Sidney Eddington says, all right, Rick, great job. Robert Wilkins says he's a big boy, but he still has growing to do to fill these shoes. I love it. As Robert's laughing there. Will we see an onside kick here?
Here comes the onside kick. He's going to kick it to 89 probably. Nope.
That was a good call there. Ball's on the ground. Red Eddington again. I think that's the second one tonight that Red has got right.
25 for Corning laying on the ball, saving possession.
He's like a vacuum cleaner out there just sucking up the football now.
Hey, kick it to 25 every time because he's going to catch it. He's going to fall on it. That's what you need to do.
He did a great job, not trying to be a superstar there and pick it up and juke people. No, that football's precious, and he knows it. Number 25 does. He's done a great job as a junior.
Good field position. We got the ball on the 46-yard line. We got 3 minutes, 14 seconds.
I'd like to see this be the final drive here.
I would love
Chris.
that. Keep the ball out of their hands.
Is R.J. Martin? R.J. Martin's watching?
Love watching us beat Walnut Ridge.
You can tell. You can hear it in his voice.
Look at us. Unbalanced. We're going to be running to the right side, be my guess.
We'll see what they do here.
Unbalanced right. Let's see what happens. Yep.
Good call. Lucas, a lot of room up the middle. Lucas is still going. Hang on to that football, son. He does. First down for Corning.
So you had the guard pulling there. I mean, the hole was going to be there.
Man, I tell you what, this Corning offensive line has looked good. The running backs have looked good. This is a solid overall game. The defense has been pretty stout. Obviously, the quarterback runs kind of got them here in the second half. But aside from that, though, all the way around, your offense, your defense, and your special teams have all looked pretty darn good tonight for Corning.
Let's see what we got coming up with here now. Well, okay, now we're keeping them honest. I don't know who's going to get it this time. I would say we're going to run to the left side. Number 1. Let's see what happens. There we go.
That is Amaker. Oh, he broke a tackle. Amaker still breaks another one. They're trying to strip the football, and it's to no avail. First down for Corning. Move the chains. And that's going to milk more and more clock. And that may actually end up being the end of there's 2:35, and I don't know. They've got Walnut Ridge has 2 timeouts, though, so they can still stop the clock here. Good job by Amaker. Man.
I bet they're ready for this to be over with.
I tell you what, it's been a rough night for Walnut Ridge.
I don't think they look forward to.
Don Hopkins Jr. says trap, Chris. The old trap play. Now,
look like it to me.
I've run a few 46 traps in my lifetime. This Coach Mark Smith ran that quite a bit.
In the backfield.
Oh, the ball's on the ground. Gutierrez picks it up. He's got time, actually. My goodness, I think he got back to the line of scrimmage somehow.
I don't know how.
Watch this, folks. Watch the instant replay here.
We'll go to number 8 there and just didn't have
ball
the trap
to the ground, and the wherewithal to pick it up and run for your life is what he did there.
1 minute, 52 seconds left in the game.
Want to brag on the Corning High School cheerleaders again across the way over here. They're doing a great job out here all night, loud and proud. And several fans have made the trip over here to Lawrence County. We sure appreciate them. Kenny Davis was watching the Hoxie game, but if I got to hand it out, so I thought I would watch you guys. Y'all do a great job. Kenny, thank you so much for that, man. We really appreciate you tuning in. Hey, like our page, subscribe to our YouTube channel if you don't mind. We sure appreciate it. 1 second on the play clock. There's a toss. Amaker near side. He cuts it up and brought down by a slew of Walnut Ridge defenders.
Tell you what, I almost went to the Hot Springs game tonight, but I tell you, there's nothing better than watching Corning beat Walnut Ridge. I got a lot of friends coach for Hot Springs and Magnolia, but I tell you, there's nothing better than watching Corning beat Walnut Ridge.
You love this so much that when the clock hits 0, I'm going to let you you end it. I think I know how you're going to end it. There's a little song you might have sung before when you announced.
Little Don Merritt.
Yeah, I may let you do that. We got 56 seconds to go here in this football game. You know Coach Treadway's loving this too. This is an old school of his, and to come back home here and exact revenge from last year's game, it's got to feel good to him. Hand off up the middle. Comstock bouncing off defenders, finally brought down. 38 seconds to go, and the play clock is below the game clock, so there will be one more snap at least.
I don't know if we're going to go victory formation or if we're going to try to score. Tough call here.
Well, listen now, conference points, the way tiebreakers work now, there are.
You only get.
Is it
16 or?
Is it 16 or
12, 14?
I can't remember, but there is it's called tiebreaker points.
12, I think, but I
12 points.
12
okay.
14, I can't.
Either way, Gutierrez understanding this will be more than likely.
We're well past the tiebreaker.
More than likely the last play of the game. Handoff up the middle. Comstock bouncing off guys. He's still going. Gary's finally going to be brought down at about the 5-yard line. We've got 5 seconds to go in this game.
Turn out the lights. The party's over. They say that all good things must end. Call it a night.
Please
The
ask
party's
everyone please stay off the
over,
field.
and Corning
Maintain
has
social
won
distancing as you
again.
leave, and everyone
Holy
please
hay
stay
bells! How about
dry.
that by the Corning Bobcats? Bobcats win.
Now,
Bobcats
we do
win.
not shake hands. I guess they are, but because of COVID, we do not shake hands, to my knowledge.
Great.
Coaches are, though.
Great job by the Corning Bobcats coming in here and spoiling Walnut Ridge's homecoming and exacting a little bit of revenge from last year. Great job by your Corning Bobcats.
But we're not being disrespectful. That's just a AAA rule right now. They don't want you to shake hands.
Yes.
Last week,
Yes.
Whitehall went off the field when PA tried to shake hands, but that's just a AAA rule right now.
And, guys, listen, stick with us here. We're going to come back to you here in just a second. We're going to go off the headset for a minute. We're going to give our sponsors a little bit of love right here. We'll come back and recap this game, look ahead to next week. We'll be right back after these words from our sponsors. Corning Sports Report would like to take this time to thank Cotter Cox Seeds out of Noble, Arkansas. Mr. Michael Smith and Cotter Cox Seed are proud supporters of Corning Bobcat Athletics and the city of Corning. Cotter Cox Seeds. A special thanks to WOOLARD Flying Service out of Corning, Arkansas for supporting Bobcat Athletics. Matt Woolard would like to wish the Corning Bobcats the best of luck this season and also remind them that the sky is the limit. WOOLARD Flying Service, 870-857-3839. Wiedemann Farms, 561 County Road 131 in Corning, Arkansas. Wiedemann Farms has been serving the Corning community since 1978. Larry and Mary Wiedemann are proud supporters of not only the city of Corning, but of Corning Bobcat Athletics. Wiedemann Farms, go Cats. Corning Sports Report would like to give a shout out to Watson Oil Company for their continued support of Corning Bobcat Athletics. Locally owned, locally operated. Kelly and Chad Watson would like to wish the Corning Bobcats the best of luck on the upcoming season. Watson Oil Company, 406 Southeast 1st Street, Corning, Arkansas, 870-857-0006. A special thanks to Solace Grain Bins and S&L Irrigation on their sponsorship. Whether it's grain bins, wells, pumps, underground pipe, or any service of that nature, Solace Grain Bins and S&L Irrigation will take care of you. Rhonda and Jerry Solace would like to wish the Bobcats the best of luck on the upcoming season. Red Taylor Ford, locally owned and operated by the Taylor family since 1977. Their company has been an integral part of the Corning community since their beginning, participating and or donating to basically every major community project to come before them. They have a top-notch service department with master certified technicians. Contact them for all of your automotive needs at 870-857-3516 or at www.redtaylorford.com. CSR would like to thank Parkview Restaurant of Corning, Arkansas for their sponsorship. Parkview offers breakfast, lunch, and supper, including daily plate lunches, and they have a daily with a variety of lunch meats and nightly specials. Amy and Danny and Jordan are big supporters of Corning Bobcat Athletics. Thank you to Parkview Restaurant.
This is Mike Vinson, Certified Public Accountant. I've been a Bobcat fan for as long as I can remember, having worn the black and gold as a student years ago. Join me in supporting our students as they proudly represent our school and community. And come see me on 2nd Street in downtown Corning for all your tax and accounting needs. Go Bobcats.
Keith and Rhonda Turner of K-Ron Farms would like to encourage the community to support the students of the Corning School District. Whether it is a sporting event or an academic accomplishment, these students are representing our school. We need to let them know how proud we are of them. Let's show our Bobcat pride. It's great to be a Bobcat. K-Ron Farms. The Corning Sports Report would like to give a special shout out to State Representative Joe Jett for sponsoring our endeavor. Mr. Joe Jett has always been active in the community, whether it's supporting the town of Corning or it's supporting Bobcat Athletics. This is a political ad paid for by State Representative Mr. Joe Jett. Corning Sports Report would like to say thank you to Jerry and Linda Turner of J-Lynn Farms. Jerry and Linda are sponsoring us with a black and gold package this year, and they are proud supporters of Corning Bobcat Athletics. J-Lynn Farms. Corning Sports Report would like to give a special shout out to Jeremy and Amanda Wiedemann out of Corning, Arkansas. Extremely kind-hearted people who not only support the community, but they also support the Corning Bobcat Athletics. Jeremy and Amanda Wiedemann. CSR would like to give a special shout out to Heritage Ag out of Hoxie, Arkansas.
serving Arkansas farmers since 1966, leading the farm equipment industry into the 21st century. Call Brody Morrow, salesman, at 870-886-6663 or 870-809-1822, Heritage Agriculture of Arkansas. First National Bank takes the banking experience and customizes it to fit you. Whether it's supporting your Corning Bobcats or saving you time by eliminating trips to the bank, First National Bank puts you first. Always. Member FDIC and equal housing lender, First National Bank. Your local Farm Bureau insurance company introducing Ag Promise, an exceptional policy that protects everything farmers rely on. Ag Promise is a competitively priced, easy to understand, and tailored to meet your specific needs. That's Farm Bureau's commitment to you, and they have a team of local agents and adjusters ready to back it up. Give them a call today to protect your agribusiness. It's not complicated, it's a promise. Ag Promise, 870-857-6788. A big thanks to Goodman Drug Company out of Corning, Arkansas. Kathy Goodman and staff would like to invite you to drop by for any of your pharmaceutical needs and or Razorback and Bobcat apparel. Drop by and see them Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30, and Saturday, 9 to 1, or use the convenient drive-thru. Goodman Drug Company out of Corning, Arkansas.
CSR would like to say thank you to Clay County Electric and Clay County Connect, a broadband company, for their sponsorship for Bobcat Athletics. To see if you're eligible for Clay County Connect, a broadband company, contact them Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. at 870-202-1990. Clay County Electric and Clay County Connect.
A special thanks to Civil Engineering Associates for being proud sponsors of Corning Bobcat Athletics. 2 locations, one in Jonesboro, one in Poplar Bluff. Professional engineer John Seelig of CEA would like to wish the Corning Bobcats the best of luck on the upcoming season. CSR would like to give a special thanks to B&B Well Drilling out of Peach Orchard, Arkansas, for their continued support of Corning Bobcat Athletics. Brian and Lisa Bass are proud graduates of Corning High School, and they invite you to call them for any of your well drilling needs. 870-215-3808, B&B Well Drilling. The Corning Sports Report would like to give a special shout out to Boschlicker Brothers Farms for sponsoring our endeavor. The Boschlickers have always been avid Bobcats and avid supporter of all things Corning athletics. Thank you again, Boschlicker Brothers Farms. First Choice Healthcare in Corning, Arkansas, proud sponsors of Corning Bobcat Athletics, celebrating 25 years of community health care. At First Choice Healthcare, we practice compassionate, affordable health care for everyone to help improve lives and build healthier communities. First Choice Healthcare, your community, your health.
Legacy Equipment. There has never been a better time to take home your compact utility tractor. With durable construction and features that easily hook up to dozens of attachments in moments. No job is too tough. Plus, with no down payment and major price cut, the savings have never been better. Models as low as $138 a month, including quick hitch and loader. Stop by any of the Legacy Equipment's 7 convenient locations to take advantage of limited time savings. See dealer for details. Offer ends October 30th, 2020. Legacy Equipment. Corning Sports Report would like to say thank you to Mike Townsend Farms, LLC, out of Corning, Arkansas. Mike Townsend hauls gravel, dirt, topsoil, grain, and heavy equipment. Mike Townsend Farms, LLC. A big thank you to Big Iron Auctions. Jason Horner with Big Iron Auctions can help you with all of your farm retirement, estate, and equipment sales. Big Iron Auctions is one of the industry's fastest growing online auction companies that have nearly 9,000 items on their September auctions alone. Big Iron Auctions. This advertising slot is in honor of Bobcat coaching legend Dutch Noe. Dutch Noe spent 7 seasons at the helm of Bobcat football. He was 55, 17-2 overall, with an undefeated season in 1973 and 3 district championships, 1970, 1973, and 1975, in honor of Coach Dutch Noe. A big thank you to Kerry Russum Qureshi and Qureshi Law Firm and Wealth Management for their sponsorship. Lower taxes, greater wealth, lasting legacy. Qureshi Law Firm and Wealth Management. Corning Sports Report would like to give a thank you to Wendy Cole and Cole Farms. Everybody at Cole Farms wants to wish the Bobcats the best of luck on the upcoming season. Cole Farms. A big thank you to Three Little Monkeys, and Hair by Danielle for sponsoring the Black and Gold package this year with Bobcat Athletics. Located in downtown Corning, Arkansas on 2nd Street, right by the Hop Alley Gazebo, Three Little Monkeys, and Hair by Danielle. Corning Sports Report would like to take this moment to say thank you to the fine folks at Nutrient Ag Solutions. Mr. James Varvel and everyone at Nutrient Ag are proud supporters of the Bobcats and want to wish the Bobcats the best of luck on all the sporting events this year. Nutrient Ag Solutions. I'd like to take this time to say thank you to Debbie and Bud Hill of Corning, Arkansas. Debbie Rose Hill Massage and CBD Products have been a proud sponsor of Corning Athletics and the city of Corning for a very long time. Thank you, Debbie Rose Hill Massage and CBD Products.
Corning Sports Report would like to give a special shout out to Zack Brown Farms for their sponsorship. Zack Brown Farms has always been active in the community of Corning and also Bobcat Athletics. Zack Brown, being a former Bobcat himself, wants to wish the Bobcats nothing but the best of luck on this season. Zack Brown Farms, on the road to success.
Corning Sports Report would like to give a special thank you to Michael Barker Heating and Air out of Corning, Arkansas. Michael Barker is a proud supporter of Corning Bobcat Athletics and the city of Corning. Michael Barker Heating and Air, 870-323-0556. Corning Sports Report would like to give a special thanks to WOOLARD Farms. WOOLARD Farms is a proud sponsor of the Corning Bobcats, sponsoring the Black and Gold package for the entire year of Bobcat Athletics. Thank you to Nathan, Jennifer, Dylan, and Josie. WOOLARD Farms.
And we're back here live in Lawrence County at Sexton Field on the campus of Walnut Ridge High School. Man, what a night to be a Corning Bobcat, Chris.
Boy, I love it. Haven't been here since 1985, and I tell you, 35 years later, it still feels just as good, if not better, especially to beat the Walnut Ridge Bobcats by they done took the score off immediately after it happened, 38-14.
Yeah.
Can't ask for a better spoiler homecoming like we did tonight.
I know. Hey, listen, we got them back because last year they spoiled ours, man. It was a heck of a game. I don't know, having Treadway on our staff now, back in the day, Coach Paul Stovall went from Corning to Walnut Ridge, and now we've got Treadway coming from Walnut Ridge to Corning. Maybe this rivalry is kind of getting renewed again, and like you said, it's a lot of fun beating a team like that. And it's very important in the conference standings, too. I mean, it really is.
We need every win. I tell you what, it's just been impressive to watch Corning. They're getting better every week. They're getting confidence about themselves. I guarantee you they're walking different when they're walking different in those halls at Corning High School. And
yes, sir.
Was it a second conference or third conference win this year?
Yeah, second one. And I love the old Bobcat shirt there, by the way, and that's a good prelude to a little bit of conference here for you. Score updates. Osceola 20, Rivercrest 55. That wasn't a conference game because they had the Harrisburg game that got canceled there. They picked up Rivercrest. Rivercrest running all over Osceola tonight. That's really impressive if you're a Rivercrest fan. Hoxie 48, Piggott 22. I believe that was a 20-0 game at one time in favor of Hoxie. Piggott has fought back there to try to make it a game, but again, 48-22, Hoxie. Palestine Wheatley, this one kind of surprised me a little bit. Palestine Wheatley up 35-0. That may be a final now over Manila. I watched Manila last week, and their defense looks so good. I really thought they could stop this Palestine Wheatley attack. Didn't know if they could score on them, but either way, Palestine up 35-0 there. New updated standings in our conference. Again, 5 teams will go to the playoffs. Hoxie, 3-0. Osceola, of course, they didn't play conference tonight. They're 2-0. Then you've got 2 teams at 2-1. You've got Corning and Palestine Wheatley. And by the way, those 2 teams play each other next week at home. We'll have that game for you live on Facebook and YouTube as well. Right behind them is Piggott. They also have 2 wins, but they have 2 losses. 2-2 is Piggott. Harrisburg at 1-1. Manila 0-3, and Walnut Ridge 0-4. You felt like this was probably the end of it as far as Walnut Ridge playoff chances. Technically, obviously there's an opt-in, for the COVID stuff, but getting in that top 5, you feel like Walnut Ridge is probably out of it now. Manila's going to have a really hard time, and their back half of their schedule's backloaded with Osceola and Hoxie and those guys. It's going to be really tough for them too. I think it's coming down to essentially these 6: Hoxie, Osceola, Corning, Piggott, Palestine, and Harrisburg. And what's cool is 3 of those teams we get in these next 3 weeks. We've got Palestine coming up, then Harrisburg, and then Piggott. And can you imagine Corning-Piggott game with both teams 4 or 5 wins. We haven't had that in a long, long time.
I'll tell you that the Rice Bowl trophy needs to come back home to Corning. That winning streak, I think it's at 12 games, it needs to stop. And I think this Corning team is the team that can do it, and I think they will do it. Tell you, I was really impressed with the Corning defense tonight. They really stepped up. You know, they played their guts out. They made some big plays when we needed them tonight.
I couldn't agree more. You're right. You know, there's a couple of, like, 4th and 1s, 3rd and 2s I really thought Walnut Ridge was going to get, and they just buckled up and stood their ground, like he said. And Coach Tyler Golden's done a great job with that defense, and we sure appreciate him. And, guys, big game next week, though. Palestine Wheatley has really came on. I know last year you seen their record and you thought, oh, I ain't got to worry about them. I promise you that's a good football team. A couple of their losses to some really good teams, and a couple of their wins look pretty good on paper. Again, you don't play it on paper, you play it on the field. So I'm really thinking that's going to be a really interesting game next week between Palestine, Wheatley, and Corning, and a big game obviously in the conference standings too.
We got to have it. You know, luckily they got to make that probably about at least a 2-hour drive for Corning.
2.5, maybe 3. Yeah, it's a long tote. So we will be at home, and we need you fans to come up here and be loud and proud. And you guys are loud and proud tonight on the social media with us, and we sure appreciate that. Really appreciate Chris here, man, making the trip down here and getting up here and helping us out. It means a lot to me. Ricky says a little insight from Facebook. As of right now, Corning-Manila game has reached 5,322 people, and tonight's game has already reached 3,714 people. That's awesome stuff, guys. You guys are all – listen, we're not some big metropolitan city, and we're a small-town football team, and we're not out there winning state championships year after year, but you guys support it, man. Y'all support it, and it means a lot to me. It means a lot to me that guys like this right here is up here making the trip, wearing the old black and gold Bobcat. That's a true gold right there now.
It took me probably almost 6 months to find this Bobcat. There's all kind of Bobcats. I think it's been the mascot's been done probably 7 or 8 different times, but this is the one that I love, and it was actually Rich Martin's duffel bag. You know, he had a duffel bag that had the old Bobcat, maybe from 1979, 78, but I saw it and I said, that's the Bobcat that I want. And so it took forever. And, you know, everyone's got a different Bobcat, but hey, once a Bobcat, always a Bobcat.
I love it. I don't mind. I know we can afford alternate jerseys. I think it'd be so cool to have the gold helmets again and that old Bobcat. That would just be so cool. I know that's silly for high school football, but it'd be so cool to see that. But it's really neat to see these Bobcats play like the Bobcats of old. And listen, all the other teams obviously have definitely wanted it just like these guys have, and it's working out for them, though. Coach Treadway is, like he said earlier, built the foundation. He's turned it around. He's changed the narrative. He's flipped the script, if you will, and he's got a lot of people happy, and they're the talk of the town right now, you guys are. And prayers out to Clayton Crosby. Man, we hope he's okay. Don't know how serious it was. He's tough. I know he probably don't want to go to the hospital, probably don't want to do anything. He probably wants to be at practice Monday. And
he's tough as a pine knot. He made some big plays for us tonight, so I do hope he's healthy and ready to come back, because he's a guy you cannot go to the game without him, because he's a heck of a ball player. I was very impressed with him tonight. Yeah,
on both sides of the ball too. And Sandy Eddington says, I love Chris Kimball singing. Great job. I knew I had heard you sing that before. Your dad had sent me a tape, and I don't know what tape it was. I can't remember. And you had sung at the end of the big game, state championship
2004, they played against Greenwood, so probably that one.
Yeah, that was a big game, obviously, for Coach Campbell, and his son was calling it, and Chris here, and that was really neat. So I knew if I give you an opportunity, you know what I was talking about, and you came home and nailed it, and I love that. Mike Maple says, Chris ain't no Bob Crocker. Chad Jordan's on with us. We appreciate you, Coach Jordan, for tuning in. Coach Jordan knows about this Walnut Ridge rivalry. He's the one that told me about it when I got into 7th grade. You know, Coach, I remember us talking about the Crack Nut Hill and everything, and so a lot of happy people right now, new and old.
I guarantee you Miss Cooper's up there in heaven right now smiling, her and Pilla, because I guarantee you those two, H.J. Pilla, they love when we would beat Walnut Ridge. I mean, that was the game. I mean, and
that's
luckily, awesome. Even though it's been 35 years, hey, it still looks the same to me, and I'm so proud of those Bobcats.
Man, I am too, and I got to be honest with you. This has been a fun night for us. Anytime you can get a win, it's a fun night, but the stream has been great. Our cameramen have been great. All of our helpers have been great. Director's been great. Commentator right here has been great. Obviously, we had the issues with the PA system, but it is what it is. We dealt with that, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this just as much as we enjoyed giving it to you. Guys, for everybody here at CSR, myself, Andy Earls, Chris Campbell, we appreciate you guys. Good luck to Walnut Ridge the rest of the season. We appreciate the hospitality here. God bless all of you guys. Good night, as always.
Go Cats. I got one thing to say.
Hit it.
Hey, for next week, Corning Bobcats, like Al Davis, just win, baby.
Just win, baby. The commitment to excellence from Mr. Al Davis above. I'm a Raiders fan, so I appreciate that. God bless you guys. Good night, and go Cats.